Your dungeon master has placed you in a dreadfully precarious position. You're playing the most phenomenal game ever created. Your skin grows cold from your first glimpse of the enormous beast. It's a product of your imagination. Survival depends on a quick, decisive move. Your choices are limited. Stand and fight, or run. Use your lightning bolt. Victory is yours.
Win the treasure.
TSR Hobbies, Dungeons and Dragons games. Products of your imagination.
Yeah, man. Well, turn it up, man.
Let's just go in and, like, kill all the orcs, right? They're the bad guys. Who gives a shit? We just hack and slash and we loot their dead bodies, right? Hack and slash, kill them all, you know, conquer the infidels.
Boy, that campaign sounds like a barrel of fun, doesn't it?
Somebody who's opening a refrigerator and leaning in, right, is the language of a woman. Somebody who's opening their refrigerator and being cut off halfway through that lean is the voice of like a mermaid or a siren. Right?
They're utter shits. They're utter shits.
This is not the face of the hobby anymore. And I think there's been mistakes made in years past where people assumed that D&D players were all, you know, white dudes in a basement. Which has been a faulty assumption for a lot of years and gets more and more false every day. And so it's, in my viewpoint, honestly, guys like me can't leave soon enough.
I just had to be born with empathy and a weakness for socialism and femboys.
You gotta put a little hot sauce on the taco, you know what I mean?
We want this dwarf to be the dwarfiest dwarf.
Right.
We want the elf to be the elfiest elf.
And just the dashiest dash of Tabasco.
Their voices need to carry across water.
I'm a creative. It's a huge drain, right? Because fans can be off.
When we got the descriptions, they were very adamant. They were like, try not to make it like a white blonde guy. Like, please, like, we love them, but there's like 500 million of them.
You say white lives matter, they don't. White lives don't matter because white lives aren't a thing.
Lube for their rectal adventures.
Lutherville, Marina Del X, Otisburg. Otisburg? Who's this monster? She's got her own place. Otisburg? It's a little bitty place. Otisburg? Okay, I just wipe it off. That's all. It's a little town.
We'll do it live.
Okay.
No. We'll do it live! Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live! Fucking thing sucks!
Yeah. 5, 4, 3. Craig, Sam!
We dumping chump. It's a landslide, sir.
On guard. It's time to mobilize. Let's go.
A giant penis.
Did you cry? So much. I went into the house and my wife was like, "What's wrong?" And I just crawled onto her and sobbed.
Oh my God.
Well, like the old opening better.
On with the show.
You number one
How's it going, everyone? How we doing?
Oh my god! They killed
Rogan. They did. No Rogan.
He's a little under the weather.
Little under the weather. DB, starting us off, $5. Hey, dog brothers, sword sisters. Raise a glass to our submariners. Job well done. This bubblehead is jealous. Remember, score is kept in tonnage sunk. That's right. DB is a former submariner, and I know he was beaming with pride today. As I think we took the last Iranian ship in their 10-ship navy down. So, yeah, cool. Death Angels, good to see you here, brother. $2. Thanks for coming on my show this past Sunday. Indeed, it was a pleasure. Great conversation. Hope you guys were able to catch it. And if you haven't, you can go over and just watch it anytime you want on the replay. TN Tabletop Tavern, I believe. JP, your mom lives in Otisburg.
Yo, mama.
Just a little place.
Mama's wrong again.
How's everybody doing? Yep. Joe, R.I.P. Rogan. Hey, well, there's my man. How you doing, my nigga? $10.
Making
bitter dregs.
Enjoying the beers of Belgium while visiting my wife's family. Watch me get taken out being so close to NATO, unfortunately. Oh. Yeah. Are you over there? It will be a short night, 1 a.m. currently, which are the bitterest of drinks. Oh, so you went across the pond. Okay.
Good day, mate.
Cool. Safe travels. Safe trip while you're there, and safe travels back for both of you guys.
Absolutely.
Cool. Thank you for checking in, brother. Much appreciated. Take care. Thank you, Ryan, our good friend Ryan. Badger for 5. Swords from, if I were to be working on a top secret gene splicing project, which sounds better? Kanabe DM or
You dirty dog.
you bastard. I like Kanabe DM, Bob, for the record. Kanabe DM, yeah. Everything not coming from Double D and Mouse has a slight... Oh, I know why. Sorry. I know. Yeah. Apologies.
How about now?
It's fine. I forgot I had the desktop audio unmuted earlier. I had to clip a video in an unusual way.
Well, thank you for that heads up,
Yes,
Patrick.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Much appreciated. Yeah, +1 for Kanabe DM. Quick note before. Today is March 4th. Unfortunately, a sad day. We lost Gary, I think, 18, 19 years ago now. In 2008, we lost Gary Gygax, age of 69, taken far too.
How did he pass?
I'm not sure. It might have just been cancer. I think. I think it was natural, but you know what you gonna do. Definitely a sad day in the annals of gaming history. A topic I can speak with some experience.
Oh, hold on, buddy. How much is that for?
Oh my God, $10.
All right, we're gonna start playing these because they're gonna be going away. We're retiring some.
Some we have to retire.
We're running out of space for drops.
I'll keep them, but they have to go off of Mouse's Stream Deck because it only fits 10 pages of stuff.
So we're full. So we're gonna weasel out some of these.
My favorite terrain is your Underdark.
How do you do?
don't show that to the missus, Ryan. She think Ginny has something for you. A topic I can speak with some experience. Paizo is probably more woke than WotC. Yeah, we'll get into it. I was actually kind of thinking of you while I was putting this together. And I know there's plenty of people like you, Ryan, who just like the nuts and bolts of the game and they don't care about anything else. Yeah, they're just the little brother. Man, do they make a solid system? Yep. I wonder if they keep the nerds locked in a cellar. Perhaps. Yeah, we played Pathfinder 1E. It was kind of a bridge game between maybe like 4th edition and 5th edition. So we did some Pathfinder.
Not to be confused with New Edition.
Not to be new edition. Yeah, new edition. We'll get into that in just a moment. In fact, we'll get into it first thing so you can see it. I know it's getting late over there. Hey, Jeff from $10. Just want to wish Bruce Campbell the best given the recently announced cancer diagnosis. Here. Yeah, absolutely. Army of Darkness was the first VHS ever got with my own money as a kid. Yes. Prayers out to the great Bruce Campbell. Hopefully it can be treated. I think he said it's maybe not the kind that can be cured, but maybe it's one of those ones that you can kind of live with for 15, 20 years, you know. Hopefully he has, a lot of time left in front of him. Go ahead. Give him something, Don Pardo.
Absolutely.
Welcome to the party, pal!
Yeah. Yeah. I think I told you guys we're rewatching Xena. And, his character, he always steals the show when he's in, when he's on an episode as the King of Thieves, Autolycles. Yep, cool. Cool it now.
That's a little New Edition throwback. Mr. Telephone Man, Can You Stand the Rain? They got a whole bunch of them.
Go. Bubba Hotep will be okay. I hope so. Yeah, hail to the king. Hail to the king. All right, so, yep, R.I.P. Gary. We miss you still. Thank God you're not around though to see what they've done with your game. Actually, I think Gary died from a stroke. Was it a stroke? Okay, I knew it was natural, Sean. I guess I didn't realize it was quite so sudden. So yeah, thank you for setting me straight there, brother. Much appreciated. Yep. What you gonna do? 1 second here. I gotta do something crazy.
You got it.
Little housekeeping here. I mixed up all the from last week, all the chat stuff. Come on. There we go. There we go. Do it just like that. Whoops, hold on.
Oh, is that me?
Hold on there. Yeah, that was you.
Itchy trigger finger. Itchy trigger finger.
That was you.
Happy birthday, Death Angel.
Oh, Death Angels. Is it your birthday?
Line up that spanking machine.
I'm gonna get titties and beer. His ivermectin comment here. There you go, TMB. Don't say I never did anything for you. All right, let's get into. Let us get into. Damn it! It's doing it again over here. Tisk tisk, double D. Tisk tisk. These things happen. Still gotta hog this. Gotta hog the mouse. Crazy mouse. There we go. Okay.
While we're on big ups to Mrs. Mouse on Wednesday tonight. Sophia Mouse works at Chick-fil-A till 7. Derek Mouse till 7:15 at Wegmans. So Mrs. Mouse is literally running all over the town picking these rascals up tonight. So shout out to her.
Thank you, Mrs. Mouse. As always, lovely lady. We love her. Okay. Paizo. A den of faggotry, as they say.
Let's start from the top.
You didn't miss anything, Chris. You didn't miss anything.
Yep.
I promise. We're just getting right into it. Paizo. Because everybody always says, as bad as Wizard of the Coast is, well, we always got Paizo. And some people do like the nuts and bolts of their game, but man, everything else is just a wreck.
Sophia Mouse is only 15.
How many times have you heard or asked the age-old question of RPGs? Can I roll to seduce the dragon?
It sounds like Ginny D. Doesn't it? Like,
maybe through a filter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I doubt it is.
I doubt it is too, but it sounds like her like, oh, your Wanda magic missiles, blah, blah, blah.
Crazy Mouse, have you ever wanted to get down with a dragon? Any of your...
I have not. Okay. No.
Have you known anybody?
Who wanted to... I can't say that I have.
I mean, you sit next to my wife every week. She's never leaned over to you in the middle of a game and said, you know what?
Tiamat's got it going on.
I got to get some dragon cock.
She is not.
Yeah, I know it'll split me open, but I just got to.
Now, with Pathfinder Monster Match, there's no rolls required.
Oh, brother.
Just dates, gifts, and the luck of the draw. With 20 monstrous potential partners, 40 dates to take them on, and a selection of gifts to sweeten your chances, you might just
Oh my God! So all these troons too.
find the
All these people work at Paizo, obviously.
perfect match. But be careful. Take a monster on a date they despise and risk burning your budding romance before it can bloom. Pathfinder Monster Match is a light, competitive party game for 2 to 6 players. With only 30 minutes, including setup, you can take your monster match on the date of their dreams or nightmares. Pathfinder Monster Match, now available.
The most important tool is respect.
Gay. Mm-hmm. How you liking that Paizo now, Ryan? When we meet up at our next con, we're gonna do that. We're gonna play. What was the name of that game? Romantasy or something? I don't know.
Mum
chummery. Kicked from online. Savage Worlds. A game by lefty Canadian GM after 2 years because I don't support Hamas was actually a good game. Looking for a new game. I'm sorry to hear that, Brian Smaller. Yeah. I mean, it's like I always kind of just grit my teeth when people say the culture war is over, man. It's all over. It's like it's not over, but I do understand. Like if you just keep barking about the same stuff. And just kind of keep doing it in an angry way, people just tune it out. So that's why I kind of pick and choose my spots, try to do it with a little bit of humor. And I hope you find a group of normal people. And honestly, I would just try to keep your politics hidden as best you can. I mean, if you're having a good time, I know in a just world, you should be able to just say, hey, this is how I feel. Sorry if you guys feel different. We'll agree to disagree. It's not like that anymore. It's just not like that. So you have to make compromises, unfortunately, in everyday life. Ryan for 5. Current gen setting is also festivals and bake-offs, yeah, which sucks because the amount of work they put into it was impressive. Old modules were awesome. Yeah, I got some of those adventure path modules. You know, kind of.
Dude looks like a lady.
Dude looks like a lady. No, lady looks like a dude. Wonderful Morning Glory, Morning Glory milking farm. The game, well, essentially, it's the same mindset, right, Patrick? I mean,
maybe they'll have a booth at Gen Con. Then someone can go Angry Table and just flip it over.
Yeah. And by the way, I'm not done with Paizo. I ain't nearly done. I'm about to get medieval on their ass, as Ving Rhames said. I could have gone the rest of my life without seeing this, says Homino. Carve my eyes out with a grapefruit spoon. Oh, no.
Remember in the movie The Hangover when Russell Brand is wearing like that ugly shirt and it spills like, they spill wine on it by accident.
Yeah,
He's like, oh, take my eyes, but not my shirt.
That's right.
Very underrated game.
Yes. Craig.
Game. Yeah. Very underrated movie.
Yeah, we knew what you meant. Craig for 10.
2 snaps, a twist, and a kiss.
That's not a game. That's gaffatry with cards. Is that supposed to be faggotry with cards?
I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure that's supposed to be. I'll spell it out for you there. Faggotry with cards, indeed. Okay, so let's go to this here.
Oh boy. Orange, you glad I didn't say banana?
Drink it in. That's Jenny Jarzabski. And thank you, Craig, for the super chat. Who is Jenny? Starfinder creative manager at Paizo. Writer, mecha nerd, magical girl. Press X'd it out on that last one. Yeah, so I actually remember, I think I test played Starfinder at Gen Con, maybe, what was it, like 2017, maybe? 2016, 2017, I can't remember.
I went to
You went to 18
and 19.
So I think it was 17, maybe. You know, Paizo, at Gen Con, Paizo has this huge room to themselves, or at least they did.
This is big news, buddy.
One of my sons is being deployed in the next week or two. God bless. We will say a prayer, Mac. Yep. Hope everything is, let's just hope all the heavy work is done at that point. So I think we're all kind of hoping we can just do all this with lots and lots of bomb dropping, air power, and then we will give the Iranians 1 million guns and just let them settle it out. Yeah, this is Jenny Jarzabski. That's who the creative lead is for Starfinder. This is the number 2 game behind Pathfinder. Hi, I'm Jenny, Starfinder's creative manager, which means I'm the captain of this starship. I'm 1 part creative director, leading the creative vision for Starfinder as a game and brand, 1 part manager, coordinating the efforts of the badass crew and designers and developers who call ourselves they call themselves the Star Friends. Oh, how cute. 1 part developer. So basically, this thing is Starfinder.
You know what's weird is anytime like you ask somebody like what they do for a living and they'll be like, I'm basically the manager. It means they're not, but they think that they are.
Usually is the case. Yeah.
They think that they're like, this place would not run without me.
Mm-hmm. Then you get fired from a job or you leave a job and you realize how quickly that is just not true. Like you are forgotten like that. Survey says Jenny isn't short or genuine. Nicely put, Badger. So this was on the Paizo Pride blog from 2023, which maybe we can look at if we have time in a little bit here into more detail, but this is just Jenny's portion of it. Hi, I'm Jenny. Working with the Starfinder team is one of the things that fills me with pride. Probably could get filled with other things too, and fuels my hope every day that a better world is possible. When encountering a Starfinder NPC, you can assume that character is queer, unless explicitly stated otherwise. This is only partly a joke, considering the myriad weird and wonderful celebrations of queer identities in the setting. Let me repeat that for you in case any of you were thinking of buying Starfinder. When encountering a Starfinder NPC, you can assume that character is queer unless explicitly stated otherwise. Only partly a joke. Yep. 867. I think was it Tommy Two-Tone? Was that it?
Tommy Two-Tones.
Two-Tone. I think he'd understand. For example, Markor, a fur-covered simian species, have 7 genders that each play a different role in reproduction. Shirens, an insectoid choice-obsessed people who broke away from the destructive swarm, present 3 genders, female, host, and male. So it's not one of those things like, oh, well, you know what? It doesn't get into the final product. It's okay. They can be as weird and depraved as possible, but it doesn't get into the final product. I don't know about that. Again, another solid system. Absolutely gut fucked, says Ryan. I put the emphasis there, as I'm sure you're thinking that. Proud of my personal contributions to our queer cosmos. Not to mention, like, how could any dude who needs to look at themselves in the mirror, like, actually bust this out? Hey, Dad, I'm playing this game. It's all about a queer cosmos. Your dad's going to look at you. Son, I'm afraid you are gay. Tabletop epics, almost $2. Why do they all look like they smell like shit? Yeah. Cat piss and shit. Cat piss and shit.
I had a girl get in my car today. It was clearly an accident, but she had dog shit on her shoe. And I didn't
That's
notice.
like your nightmares. That's
I didn't
your
know.
DEFCON
Like, I
1.
just thought that she just smelled. You know, it wasn't like a ton of it.
Yeah.
And then after I dropped her off, I was airing out the car. And then I'm like, what the fuck? So I was like fixing the seatbelt and I noticed it on the ground. And then I thought, well, no one does that on purpose. But it could have been worse. She could have like gotten out on the other side door and like put her foot down and just smeared it across the whole carpet. Yeah. So some was on the carpet, some was on the floor mat. So I just went and vacuumed it up, cleaned it all up, scrubbed it down with some Febreze shit.
You do. I mean, that's a barrier to money. You cannot.
Nobody,
get into
right?
your car
Nobody is like, you know what I want to do? Step in dog shit.
Yeah.
So
yeah, unfortunate. Occupational hazard, I think they call it. You can get Ryan's there again.
Yep. It's like he won some scratchers today.
He won some Belgium scratchers.
Good day, mate.
Belgie. Look at how they massacred my boy. Talking about Paizo. Yeah. I've abandoned my boy. Me, when I lost my phone at Gamma today. Don't worry, I already found it.
Let the hilarity ensue.
Waka waka. Waka waka. And here's some other over on Pedo Sky. I'm convinced we need more lesbian werewolves in fiction. This hypermasculine alpha omega shit is getting stale. And then, of course, her dog. I bite fascist ankles.
I don't think that means what you think that it means.
I don't think so. Cute dog, I must say. Cute little Pomeranian, I think. The best errand buddy. But these people, like, none of them have, like they're more attached to, like, the animal kingdom than, like, the human
race.
species.
Yeah.
It's like they don't.
I hate people. I love animals.
Mm-hmm. Whenever I hear that, like people like getting like that, even like somewhat normal people, I always want to tell them, like, don't go down that road. Like, pets are wonderful. I love, like, we have a cat, but I love cats. I love dogs.
We
in
have
fact, we just watched.
we have a dog.
Yeah, you have a beautiful dog, a beautiful lab. We watched Sophie, my son and daughter-in-law's dog, just yesterday, or I'm sorry, the day before, and love it. But man, these are animals. You know, they don't have a human soul. So
We'll get to that one in just a second, Patrick. You are exactly right.
yeah, they'll abort a baby and raise it. Yeah, and that's kind of what I mean. Like and that's where you start getting these terms like fur babies and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, I understand you're deeply unwell, but it's like just easy, you know? And it's
You
like,
will love my dog as much as I love my dog.
yeah. And look, I understand it. You know, there's people out there that are normal, and you know, maybe they either didn't want kids for whatever reason, and they, you know, or they couldn't have kids, or you know, it's something like that. I understand. You know, so they do get a pet, and I understand that too. But it's like, don't humanize your dog that much. You know, love them, pet them, you know, tousle them.
I will love him. I will squeeze him. I will name him George.
Yes. Patrick, for $10.
Now pay close attention, because the information you're about to hear could mean the difference between life and death.
I hate the fact that this person gets to make games for a living and I don't. Yeah, it's such a profound injustice. I just want to make things people will enjoy. This quote-unquote magical girl. Yeah, Press X'd it out there. Uses it as a platform. Yep. And it's all because she got... I don't even know. Is this thing a troon or I don't even know if it looks like a troon to me. Got their jobs explicitly for who they are. And you would not get a job there explicitly for who you are. Nothing you think, not anything to do with your ability, Patrick. It's just all about what you are, how you present to the world, as they say. Yeah, remember the days when this would get you called into the manager's office? This was reposted by Jenny from someone else. Do harm to your enemies. Treat yourself with kindness. I'd be like, what do you mean by that? Who are your enemies? And how do you want to harm them? I think we all know the answer to that. Oh, fuck yeah, Chris. Fuck yeah. 2 sets of rules. And of course, and this is why I think that thing might be a troon. Trans rights are a winning political issue. Try to sell that on Main Street. Go ahead, Democratic Party. Say your number one priority is to put cretins in little girls' rooms. Yeah, see how that goes for you. See how it goes for you. This is someone else on the Starfinder team, Dustin Knight. Any award-winning
Dude,
designer.
I thought that said Ernie, like from Sesame Street.
Yes. It is any award-winning designer. Wow. RPG author, infinite master. Biromantic, asexual, questioning everything. The people who make your games. Biromantic, asexual, questioning everything. Fuck. Ryan for 5.
Hold on, I got another one for him.
Go ahead. I'll allow it.
I gotta find it.
I'll allow it.
So, I'm looking for
Promise
it.
I'll allow
I'm looking for
Do you want me
it.
to read this first while you find? Because dead air is
Love
the
is in the breathless excitement of night.
Get you the back
and
end.
leaves with your treasure in cold morning light.
Uhura's like, he's talking about your treasure, you know. Nurse Chapel. He wants your treasure. Tried to apply as a mechanics designer, partly to get on the inside, but they refused to hire Ohioans. I think because of our abortion laws. Well, that and yeah, that you're just now just a solid red state. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it, Ryan. all I can say is if you're out there and you have any sort of pull, I mean, hire the most qualified. But if there's a choice between two most qualified, always hire the white guys. Sorry, Hey, look, if I don't sack up for my own, who's gonna do it? So I would say always hire the white guy. Always hire the white guy if you can, if it makes sense. Doc is a defender.
23 months.
23 months. Salute, sir. Salute. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you. How you doing, brother? Good to see you here. Yeah, and this is Dustin. I'm willing to learn a new system. Can you tell me how to convert Karl Marx to 5e? Huh. Nice little cute.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, cute little thing here with Calvin and Hobbes. Yeah. Raised Catholic, I always believed smut and its creators were sinful. It wasn't until I met friends that weren't shamed into hiding their kinks that I realized the most sexually liberated also tend to be the same, who advocate for civil rights, equality, justice, and both social and scientific progress. Also stuff like the lowering or abolishment of age of consent laws, stuff like that too.
Scat bombs.
Scat bombs. Unlimited scat bombs. Busy Badger for 5. So far in 2026, transmissions have shot more people than ice. Yes, indeedy. If I was sending my kid to school, my grandchild to school, I mean, honestly, if you knew there was a troon in the room, could you get through a day without worrying? You have a mentally ill person who's just a ticking time bomb, ready to just explode on anybody and anything. Ugh. Yeah, you never address the sin aspect, Dustin. Yeah,
forgot that part.
How about that? How about that? Yeah, just here's your Paizo staff openly advocating for smut. I want it to be widely known throughout the TTRPG scene that Pathfinder and Starfinder are the products of unionized labor by a bunch of queer and trans weirdos and our accomplices. We know, Avi. This was reposted by Dustin, so he obviously, supports this and supports it vociferously. We know you're a bunch of queer and trans weirdos. You don't have to tell us twice. I think we're finishing up here. Nothing sums up Paizo to me. Like, they do this thing, I think it's like Washington offices of the Secretary of they do this like legislative game day where I think they take their games over to like state government and then they play games. Ooh, we're gonna play Paizo. Woohoo. At Double D says, Mac, no, I would not remain in the room with a troon. That's a completely unhinged, potentially dangerous, violent nutbag. It is. Well, and look, they're all mentally ill. Now, I'm not going to say every single one is violent because that would be unfair, but like a horrific percentage is violent, and you're willing to take a chance with your life or a loved one's life. Fuck, man. I would pay money if I knew I had like a close relative. I would bribe them to leave. What can I do to get you to homeschool? Give you $20,000 right
I heard
now.
McDowell's pretty good this time of year.
Yeah. Yep. Just any school. Yeah, but this is Paizo. They go to Washington. Of course, it's Washington. Nothing sums up Paizo like this. Playing a game for like 3 frumpy, middle-aged Washington state, like bureaucrats or politicians. I'm not sure what they are.
We only eat artisan bread and pies.
Yeah. There's some good old-fashioned Paizo art there. I saw this on their set. It looks like he's singing, doesn't it? It's like the microphone is missing.
Yeah.
Ooh, damn. The singing dragon. There's Paizo for you. Now, we have something else, too. We're gonna pivot right into some new D&D news. Okay.
DB said he's dabbing that dragon.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I think you're right.
You know what? Mac,
I think you're right.
thank you for saying that. I was about to comment. It looks like his junk is just freaking a triangle, and he's going to take a pee on that fucking treasure chest. Me and Mac right on the same freaking page.
Holla, yeah. Great minds and all that. How you doing, Fred? The party can start. it's who saw this and said, this is good.
Someone who liked the group Imagine Dragons, and they're just like, hey, I got an idea.
Yeah. Well, take it literally. You guys are singers, you're dragons. So
and you can shove your triangle wang right on the mimic.
Welcome to the new age, welcome to the new. Cal, for 2. Wade, heavy game ears.
Your name is Toby.
Wade Heavy Game Ears. Thank you, Cal. Thank you. All right, let's couple bits of D&D. We're going to do they're releasing a new Ravenloft and Arcana Unleashed, but there's also this.
D&D has just changed the name of their 2024 rules to D&D 5.5e. But before you start celebrating, they have also found the only possible way to really screw that up.
We were so close! So close. We tripped at the finish line.
Before we dive into this huge change for D&D and what it means for the brand's future, why not hit those like and subscribe buttons to help us
Character sheet on YouTube if you want to subscribe.
Keep these videos coming. It's fast.
They occasionally do have some pretty good info.
It's free and we really appreciate it. And then let's talk D&D 5.5e. Dungeons & Dragons latest edition, which they still oddly refuse to call an entirely new edition for reasons that remain baffling to everyone outside of Wizards HQ, has now had its 3rd official name in 4 years. When the new rulebooks were first announced, it was branded as 1D&D.
That was so stupid. 1D&D. Like, really? That's the best your marketing team could come up with, huh? I mean, they do have a marketing team inside Hasbro, I'm sure.
A year later, that was totally scrapped for the much less catchy Dungeons & Dragons 2024 rules, which, a lot like the rule set itself, just never seemed to catch on with fans and creators. But now, perhaps realizing after a full year of major disappointments, all branded with that D&D 2024 rules semi-edition label.
Disappointment. Remember Major Harris?
Yeah, Major Harris. Major disappointment.
D&D has finally caved in.
If Travis Fowler was here, he might remember that.
And decided to call it what fans have been calling it all along, D&D 5.5e. But in an utterly bizarre move, this is not a change for the full D&D brand, and is only for use on D&D Beyond. In an FAQ...
So they're calling it... They're finally doing what everybody called it, like 5.5, but they're only doing it whenever they're referencing D&D Beyond. So stupid. Last 5 years of WotC D&D has been one disaster after another, but followed by, but wait, there's more.
Released on D&D Beyond, D&D explained that with the community already just calling the 2024 rules 5.5e, it was time to, quote, match how the community already talks about the game and make things easier to understand. But how having the primary interface used by the majority of your players calling your newest edition one thing, while your physical books, main website, and everything else continues to refer to it as Dungeons & Dragons 2024 rules instead, all because you insist on pretending that this is somehow not a new full edition of the game, seems designed to create even more confusion and misunderstandings, not lessen them.
All right, so when you have weak people in management and weak people advising management, this is kind of what you get. When you don't have somebody who's willing to say, hey, boss, this new edition, this is really, we can't sell this as a new edition. There's just not enough changes. This is a scrub, a cleanup, and it's just like 3.5. In fact, if they had their ear to the ground at the time, they'd know, you know what, that people are just going to call it that anyway. Why don't we just embrace it? You know, just say, you know, call it 3.55 or so, or 5.55 or something. You know, do the 3 5s and just say, hey, it's a little bit more than, you know, just a scrub up. You know, we did this. You could have like a marketing team kind of sink their teeth into something like that. But them trying to gaslight you into thinking that this was some brand new edition of the game when they didn't change anything, just a colossal mistake. I think people would have understood because look, a lot of people back in 3rd edition, they bought the 3.5 books. They're like, yeah, it's time. It was like 5 years after. And, you know, if you're just buying a new, a new player's handbook, you know, at the time, it's like, what, $29.99? People, like gamers, have essentially a lot of disposable income. Normal gamers, you know, not these weirdo troons that have invaded our hobby in the last 10, 15 years. But, you know, that's not a big ask. So I think they would have said, yeah, you're being truthful. Let's see what these changes are. And what works even better is when you kind of reverse mindfuck them and say, like, you know what, guys, you can still you can still enjoy playing the new material that we're putting out, even with your old rules. Take a little bit of playing around, but you can do it. So don't make anybody feel like they're pressured into it. And then you know what? You build trust with your customers, and then they're like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and bite the bullet and do it. Everybody else is doing it. That's what you do. But WotC is so retarded. These dumb fucks. Cal for 2. WotC must be running a leering CTN funnel in-house. What is CTN? What does CTN mean? A leering CTN. Explain that, Cal. Yes. But that's kind of how I see it. It's like, if they'd have just been a little bit more open, I think they would have weathered this storm a little better. And then they would have, they would have kept their, center. Yep, there you go. Thank you. You got to understand, my mind's going in a million different places, so I'm slightly retarded when I went right in the middle of doing these. I'm kind of like Ron Burgundy. I'll read
whatever you put up there.
Yes. So
I'm going to put in there, mouse needs a raise.
Yes, please do. Yeah. I'll take care of that. So leering center. Yep. Thank you, Cal. So anyway, I think that's all they're doing. And even they can't even commit to it in a, and just say, oops, we made a mistake. So they're only doing it online. I mean, come on. What are we doing here?
D&D just announced this summer.
There's your boy, Todd Kendrick.
Todd Newton.
Ravenloft, The Horrors Within, and then this fall, Arcana Unleashed, and in winter, a yet-to-be-announced book. Ravenloft Horrors Within pre-order date is April 13th, Master Tier release will be June 2nd, Hero Tier release will be June 9th, and Wide release will be June 16th. The description is, Ravenloft, The Horrors Within will deliver more player options like new horror-themed subclasses, species, backgrounds, and dark gifts. It will also deliver content around the Dark Lords and the Domains of Dread, as well as dozens of fearsome mist denizens, including potential allies like the iconic Rudolf van Richten. The Horrors Within is a complete package for Dungeon Masters to build horror-themed campaigns with content that spans multiple subgenres like Gothic, Dark Fantasy, Cosmic, the Occult, and more, and I can't help but notice that Cthulhu is in this image here. Arcana Unleashed is described as the ultimate guide for D&D magic enthusiasts, offering more high magic character creation options and a new magic item system that will allow items to grow in power alongside character leveling. I think Ravenloft fans are going to be very excited to get more information about the denizens of Ravenloft and the Dark Lords, and hopefully some stat blocks on top of everything else. And for Arcana Unleashed, who doesn't want a magical item that grows with you over time? Certainly it's nice getting brand new loot, but it's also nice to have this idea that the sword that you started off with will grow in power and level up with you as you are playing the game. That's both things that D&D fans have really wanted for a long time.
Would that room creep you out?
What's that?
Would that room creep you out?
That he was in?
Yeah.
Plenty of indications of what to expect in Unearthed Arcana on D&D Beyond. Unearthed Arcana 2025 horror subclasses indicated several subclasses we are likely to be getting in this new update to Ravenloft. And those subclasses include the new Artificer Reanimator, the College of Spirits Bard, the Grave Domain Cleric, the Hollow Warden Ranger, the Rogue Phantom, and the Shadow Sorcerer, a Warlock Hexblade patron, and an Undead patron as well.
I'm so dead to all this. Snake oil, Shawnee, me boy.
You have nice manners for a thief and a liar.
5 memberships. Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you.
Much appreciated. Saint Sumerian, yeah, who is Todd working for? I think he's gone rogue. I think he's just independent. He has his own channel. I mean, he's doing okay. Like, he's not, here's the thing. If this is his job, he's not making a lot of money on YouTube, because I know based on his views how much he's getting in ad revenue, and it's not a lot. Now, if he can start getting promotions and advertising money.
I'll check his link tree. Maybe he's got an OnlyFans on there too.
Oh God, yeah. They even managed to troon D&D itself, says Tabletop Epics. Well, of course.
We also got an indication with previous Unearthed Arcana of what we might expect from Arcana Unleashed in terms of player-facing content, and that content would be subclasses like the Cleric Arcana domain, Fighter Arcane Archer, a Wizard Conjurer, Enchanter, Necromancer, and Transmuter, and a new subclass in the Monk Tattooed Warrior, and also possibly the Sorcerer Ancestral Sorcery. The D&D Beyond roadmap with DM Prep, Event Finder, player onboarding, Character Builder 2.0. This is all really welcome news for everyone who is a D&D fan to see that D&D Beyond is going to continue to evolve and get better and better over time. I'm Todd Kendrick. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to support more content like this, I have a Patreon.
What don't you like about the room?
I don't know, man. All these little figures. Like, you walk through that door.
Yeah.
Mr. Marbles?
Yeah. Where's the orphan bones,
Like,
Todd?
that looks like teeth and a tongue, and shit glows in the dark weird. It's like the Wacky Shack.
Yeah, he's got, I mean, look, it's a lot of it is just kind of standard streamer, YouTuber fare. You'll even see some of it here, I must confess. But
I don't feel like I'm in the Wacky Shack at your house.
Like, I'm not going to sneak over and give you a kiss. I held hands with my first girl in the Wacky Shack.
Pirates Cove was where you used to grab girls' boobs.
Yep.
That was the walkthrough one.
Yes. Keep my guys, we're talking like 1980 here. We're talking about our amusement park called Waldemere. Has a couple of iconic rides. If you look up the Wacky Shack, you'll see. It's one of those ride-through rides where they paint everything like fluorescent. It's kind of like a weird, wacky shack.
It's like when that guy took over Batman.
Which guy?
Like the one with Mr. Freeze.
Oh yeah, Joel Schumacher. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's like if Joel Schumacher just went to town on in your favorite amusement park. Yeah, that's a good pull. Yeah, exactly. I'm sure Overkill Joe remembers the Wacky Shack. He was from up here. All right, let's go to the image.
No, it was not last week. Uncle Touchy's puzzle basement. Damn right.
1 second here. I need to.
You got it.
Need to get this. Oh, come on here. Close your eyes, people. I can't think of it. All right. We'll get to. I was doing a lot of last minute editing in this, so we'll
work with what we got.
We'll work with what we got. All right. So I just
hold on before you go there.
Yeah.
We got this one.
A Tasmacon for 5. Where is his weird, creepy, cheesy smile he always has on his face?
Right.
Reserving that for the orphans trapped in his attic. Conneaut Lake Park too, yeah. The hellhole. Did you ever go in the hellhole, Joe? It's like that's like one of those spinning things where you get like stuck to the wall because it's spinning.
Centrifugal force.
Centripetal force, yeah. God, what a nightmare ride that was.
All right, so people throw up on that thing like all the time.
Yeah. It was not not for the faint of heart. Conneaut, rest in peace, Conneaut Lake Park. This is Castle Ravenloft from the new. This is all art from the new book that Todd Kendrick was talking about. Here's the thing. I mean, I think it's okay. I don't know what this red. It's this Gaussian, like greenish kind of these dual colors. You know, they call it like bisexual lighting. And it's like they always find a way, even if it fits, they always find a way to put it in. And I know this isn't strictly that because it's kind of more like red and kind of a greenish. Yep, there you go. Thank you, Sean. Great minds. Yep. But I'm like, what is that red trying to do? You can kind of see how it spills over into the valley below the castle. Okay, fair enough. Here's a closer look. Where is it coming from? It looks like because that door, like the bridge door is just kind of like the soft, warm yellow light you'd imagine. This red light, I mean, it's like leaking out the front door, but there's no way possible that could be the source of it because it's in the valley below. But that door is meant to be the brightest spot in this picture, that upper door leading into the...
Maybe it's like that dungeon at the Vale that Tyrion's in and there's like no back to it.
Mm-hmm. But still, like, look at how tall those walls are. Like it would not be bathing the valley below, you know
Right.
what I mean? In like that red light. So it's got to be an exterior. But it's like, I don't know. Maybe this one, I keep wondering, am I nitpicking? But there's something that really bothers me about that red light here. It really, really bothers me. It's keeping me from kind of saying like, it's an okay picture here, or like, yeah, that's pretty good. That's good. Feminized lighting, Cal. Yep. Everything they do is this. They could have just stuck with that greenish mist, which would have been fine. Or they could have just gone full tilt with the red, only just make it make sense. Have the light source. This is a failure on the artist's part because it doesn't make sense.
What if it's underwater, like from Star Wars with that
like the
Gungan?
The Gungans, yeah.
And like that's the boat from up above.
Yeah. It's like it's like, yeah, there's like a ripple. I tell you what, I mean, that would be the only thing right now that makes sense to me. So this is kind of a failure just because the artist is not paying attention. Thank you, Amino. Lazy artwork. Either just didn't care or was just like, oh, it just looks cool. Oh, the rule of cool. No, you can get away with a little of that in your art, but you can't do that with the way the light hits your subject, especially when it's kind of like essentially a landscape. The bats with the blurring. Oh, yeah.
Sean has it solved.
Yep. It's that little Gaussian blur. All these Cal Arts people, they graduated now and they put this Gaussian blur on everything. I think that's what it's called. If I was to get art history on this, says Shiny Boy, I'd say it's supposed to represent the midpoint of dawn or sunset, a limitation space. Probably just gay though. Yeah. What's really got me though is just it's clear from the way the light is spilling out of that upper door that that's the source of it because it is so bright and it's like
that door right there.
Yes. Yeah. It is like spilling out and that's the whitest. That is the whitest part of this picture. Like your eye is immediately drawn there when you see it in scope. That's the brightest point. There's a little pinprick that's more white than anything else. And I don't know. Did they forget that moonlight exists? Says Ryan. Yeah. Yeah. They, like I said, if they could have just done the whole green thing and I would have thought like, that's pretty cool. You know, it's a stylistic choice. Is fog really that color? No, but I wouldn't complain about it. I'd be like, it kind of looks cool. Tasmacon for 5. This castle looks like a phallic rook, which doesn't surprise me. Looks nothing like Castle Ravenloft Lazy. Yeah, I was wondering that too, because I've run this adventure a couple times, and I was trying to put together, like, I know it is high up on a cliff, and I know there's some business on the back end, like that's where the chapel is, where you eventually get to Strahd. And that, you know, there's the all the tombs in that, all the crypts. but
there's a lot of bats.
Lots of bats, yeah. Like the tower is familiar. The little bridge there, I know. But then I guess I just don't remember it kind of just being a square block like that. Maybe I'm just wrong. I don't know. Let's move on. There we go. This is
Condor's favorite. That's how
Bats.
Condor drops his mic.
Bats. Just, we'll get into some of these in a little bit more detail. So here's the one, the weeping woman. Again, it's a fine enough picture, but this goddamn bisexual lighting is driving me nuts. The purple, it's this purple and green. It's just a step up from the red that we saw back here, in the green. Omino Jacko for 5. Now, Double D, you're assuming they didn't change everything for the worse. Well, probably. Hey, this is pretty good. Can you fuck it up just a little bit more? Nothing wrong with, in my opinion, nothing wrong with the subject matter or the girl. I'm going to assume it's a girl. You never know these days. I guess.
There's that song by Dave Matthews and Johnny Cash and some other people covered it. Long Black Veil. Mm-hmm. This girl should be dressed in black.
Yeah. But these artists, honestly, they're not talented enough to pull off somebody wearing like a void of black in the middle of their picture. They wouldn't know how to handle it. Like a good artist would be able to do that. I see what you're saying. And yeah, if they're in mourning, something like that, then yeah, that would make sense. But it's a lot easier to just say, let's do the bisexual lighting.
She's a
choice
ghost,
number 3.
Says Mac.
A what?
Ghost.
Ghost, yeah. I guess that would make sense if it's a ghost. Hate the lighting, as always. I love this. Take a look at this. I think this is going to be the main cover. That's Strati Me Boy. Drink him in.
Was that? Go back just one clip. Is that her right there?
Maybe.
She is a ghost.
Yeah. All right. So that prompted somebody on EN World to go, so glad Matt Mercer landed the Strahd gig. Maybe his next game will be called Stakeheart. No, but as a vampire, he's always been depicted as having pointy ears. A 5e made him more elven-like than in the past. Hey, guys, can't watch the stream live today, but I'll catch on demand. Have fun. Left for Vultures. You got it, brother. Thank you so much for the 5.
Thank you. Thanks for even checking in.
Yep. Much appreciated. Yeah, I guess this is something. It's really, really stark now. Can you guys do me a favor in the chat? Somebody just look up the original Strahd, the iconic I1 or I3, whatever, Castle Ravenloft adventure from the early 80s. Did he have pointed ears this bad back then? Because this does look elven. Here's the thing. I'm very particular with vampires. I think Dracula-like vampires, which Strahd is, should be human. I have no problem with Nosferatu-style vampires having these kind of animalistic ears and, like the 2 front teeth. That's fine with me too. I don't know. I'm not sold on the pointy ears. And I'm not blaming the artist for this anyway, because I think otherwise this is a pretty solid piece from the artist. They probably just told him like, hey, he's got to have really pointy ears.
Make him look like Solomon Grundy and give him elven ears.
Yeah. JP says original Strahd looked like Bela Lugosi. That's kind of what I thought. Pointy ears, but they're more diamond shaped. Okay, yeah. I don't remember him being quite this pronounced. Maybe they wanted to make him look a little bit more exotic for I6. Otherwise, other than like every piece of art now just has to be dark. I can't see any of it because I'm slowly going blind, but that's fine. It's not for me. I understand. Generally speaking, I like this. I like the bodies. I do like the bodies there. And I like him just kind of like taking a victory lap with the
Drunk Banana says he doesn't hate the pointy ears, just maybe a little less pointy.
Yes, I think that's all I'm saying. Yeah, get him back a little, dial him back a little bit.
He said 20%.
Yeah, but other than that, pretty good piece. Pretty good piece. I like this. This is the alternate cover. I'm a sucker for bold graphic art, and I do kind of like this. I don't know. Am I wrong, guys, in the chat? What do you think? I kind of like this. What do you think, Crazy Mouse? You like that?
I like bold, bright colors, so I like the red shout out in there.
The eyes and the blood. Yeah. Red eyes, blood. I kind of like these. I think they nailed the covers pretty much. No one of consequence for 5. Wrong glass. That type would be for sparkling wine. There you go. We got a connoisseur over here, Crazy Mouse. Thank you so much.
Sommelier.
Sommelier. So yeah, I got no
it
problem.
Looks like a tarot card, says snake oil.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm down with that. I kind of like it. Yeah, Samurai Jack. I get that, Amino. Yeah. Yep, it's got that kind of like cutout style, doesn't it? Yep. 50s Disney concept art. Yeah, so somebody was doing a pretty good job here. And honestly, I think, gasp, I think it was a couple of women who did this art. So ladies, salute. I'm a little less impressed with some of these others. This is just too much of a mess. I don't know what I'm looking at here, really. If I can't suss it out like that, to me, I'm lost. And then I'm like, all right, so it's a falling candelabra. I understand there's like a ghost there. That's fine. But I don't.
Is that like a Jack in the Box? Like, does that box have a little spinner thing on the side, like that you twist?
Oh, you mean on the lower left there?
No, this one right here. Is that?
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Like a handle, like you would.
Ooh. Yeah, like a wind-up box. Yeah. Could be. And again, this is a case of just every piece of art now. Make it as dark as fucking possible. And then, sprinkle some...
Oh, they're saying it is a phonograph.
Okay. There you go.
Oh, I see it. That's the speaker giving out the mist.
Yeah, and I guess that's always been the kind of the case with Ravenloft and Strahd. Like, when does it take place? I mean, my opinion is, look, you're telling this is D&D, so it shouldn't be like Dracula. It should be inspired by Dracula, but it should be medieval. So I don't know. Kind of a miss for me, but this is probably just a throwaway, just kind of a throwaway piece. Like this one. That's very good. Very good. Except where's the other arm? Is that the other arm down? Probably on the sword, maybe I'm guessing. Probably on the sword, yeah.
I don't know, or maybe hidden behind him?
I think it's peeking out at the waist level.
Right there?
Right there, yeah. I think. Chat, am I wrong? Where's the right arm? This is one... You could just make it so easy and just have both hands grasping that sword. It's a gigantic sword, And like I said, generally speaking, I like it. But why don't you... You've gotten 90% of the way there. Just put the other arm...
Wiping his own butt, says Overkill.
Yeah. Right arm at the waist. It just kind of doesn't, I don't know. Two hands holding a sword like that would have been like, all right, that is badass. This is still pretty good. I'm just going to assume I'm missing something here because that does happen. But I like the face. I love the sword. Boy, that sword is really cool.
Mm-hmm. Reminds me of maybe the sword that Mrs. D had to swing.
Yes. Yeah, the big one in our latest campaign. Yeah. Yep. I see that. So give it a A- maybe, or B+. Now, you can kind of see the creature here. I I think this is like a Cthulhu creature. And I got to tell you guys, outside of the Cthulhu game, you know, nowadays, if we were ever to play Cthulhu, it would be kind of be a 1 or 2 shot. I'm tired of it. I'm just tired of it. Look at the left hand. It's just a square. Okay, we're going back. We going back. 1, 2. Is there the right number of fingers? Oh, man. Ooh. The top and bottom fingers are a little Thank you, Amino, for now you guys are now kind of picking this apart and probably. Yeah.
He's playing peekaboo behind that sword.
Boy, that is a little jacked, is it not? Look at that hand. It's almost like it's, you know what it looks like? It's like when you have a model, like a figure, and you're dealing with a hand where all the fingers are welded together. Like there's no.
His pinky's just as big as his first finger, his pointer.
Yeah, which makes no sense. I mean, I know it probably is getting smushed out a little bit by being on the sword, so I'll allow for that, but it's still not enough. And that flat part at the top has now really got me worried.
Look at those. Is that a girl? Look at the hair and look at the person's left arm. Like there's no muscle structure in an arm that you can see through the armor.
Could be. Yeah, probably is a girl with that hair peeking out, but you never know. I mean, it could be a boy.
It could be a boy, but the reason I say that is because of the muscle tone.
Yeah.
There's no muscle swinging that sword.
Fair assumption. All right,
Blue Druid's out. His early morning. Have a great night. Thanks for checking in. Check us on the replay.
See you, BD. I'm not now that flat line across the top where the hand meets the cross guard of the sword. That's got me bothered now. That perfectly symmetrical line. Thank you for calling that out. Boy, this just went from maybe an A- now. Now it's a B or B-. Why are we doing this? Do we not know how to do hands? Is this not taught in art school?
Toby says the hands are reversed.
Reversed? I don't think the image is reversed though. No, it's going the right way, I think. I think it's going the right way. Although
is that Rock'em Sock'em Robots?
Yeah,
right
I think
right over here.
Yeah. All right, so I think what's happening is we're looking at the top of the hand. Like we're looking at that. I'm trying to see. Okay. I get it. It's a little deeper than I would like to see. But man, that flat part right at the cross guard, that is no bueno. No bueno. AI hand says far. Somebody uttered it. AI hand. Far speaker. I don't know. I told you on this one. It's fine enough, other than like the weird dots of like red. I don't know. It's always. I think they're trying to go with an Elric look, since the sword looks kind of like Stormbringer and the guy looks like an albino, says Moloch. Okay. All right. Like I said, my first, initial reaction was to like it. But now I just can't stop seeing that flat part right at the crossguard. That perfectly flat. And there's no mistaking it, because they told you what color, the grip is. The grip is a dark color. So it's got to be hand. I think that many younger artists, says Chris, just aren't knowledgeable about practical equipment, armor, swords, etc. Their frame of reference comes from anime and video games. Yep. Not reality. Great point. But I would tell this artist, look, you really hamstrung yourself with a couple of just kind of easily avoidable things. Do something cool with that right arm, because right now it's just kind of lost somewhere and I don't know where. Especially because the left hand is so bright. Where is the other hand? It's like it's nowhere. And also, yeah, you jacked up that hand really bad. Really bad. Cthulhu. I'm more just over Cthulhu than picking apart. Like the creature is fine, but ooh, it's a mythos creature. Oh my God, Cthulhu's here. You heard Todd Kendrick. I think I spotted Cthulhu. Yeah, mail that back to 2012 when people would have been like, oh man, Cthulhu, ooh boy. D&D announced this is Arcana Unleashed. Okay, so that was all Ravenloft. And then there's another release or two. Arcana Unleashed, a new magic-themed sourcebook at $49.99. WotC announced Arcana Unleashed, a new D&D rulebook featuring high magic. Oh my God. High magic. You can already shape spells out of the fucking rulebook. Well, they're just going to give you unlimited wishes now, including a host of new spells. Today, Gamma WotC announced the new book alongside a companion adventure book. Wizard War in Thay. Okay. Lots of new subclasses here. I guess if you're into the 5e ecosystem, this might appeal to you. I'm going to guess that most of you guys aren't. So I'm not going to read this. It's been all these Arcana Unleashed, you know, these type of source books. They're just little buff ups for the players, kind of beef up their combat stats. You know, with these like subclasses and new abilities and all that. I understand the reason for it. Ideally, you want to sell these to 4 people at the table instead of 1. So I from a business point of view, I do understand. A $29.99 campaign book. So the net price for the 2 books is higher than a standard D&D book release of $59, but the standalone Arcana Unleashed product is still a bit cheaper. Okay, so yep, this is that adventure. Called Deadfall. 2024 rule set. Yeah, they're still calling it the 2024 rule set. This features the Red Wizards of Thay, which I think they're in the Forgotten Realms. I think they were in the D&D movie, right? They're the Red Wizards. They're the spooky chicks, baldy white chicks. All right, so this is one initially. I'm kind of like, okay. So we'll toggle back and forth. Hey, how are you doing, sir? The Crown of Command. Good to see you. All right, so I understand the players are in the shadows. You can kind of see a third one down there who's got horns. Okay, that's neither here nor there. This is modern D&D. I do kind of like these 2 in the foreground. I wish there's just a little bit more light. Again, we got the purple light on them. It's just nonstop. They just hit you over the head. This, even in the smallest degree, because really it's mostly that greenish light, that eldritch light, we'll call it, bathing everybody. But they got to put that little bit of purple light there. I'm just wondering, like this dude hanging there on the right. I'm not sure what's going on in this picture. It's okay. I kind of like it. But like, is this guy just coming out to like monologue or something? This guy in the center? Do they know that can you dig it? They're hiding. I think every big piece like this should tell a story. And they did a good job with all of the like the surroundings, you know, the architecture. That's fine. They even did a good job, I think, with the players here, or the characters. But I don't know what these. I think these might be the Sahuagin. Is that what we're looking at here, guys? What's Nagas? Yeah, maybe Nagas. What's up, my Nagas? Are these really Nagas? I don't know. Yeah, maybe they are. Yeah, I don't know. But whatever they are, like, I don't know what these 2 that are just kind of hanging there. There's one hanging from the left and one hanging from the right. Is that Minsk in the foreground next to the woman with the staff on the right? I do believe, because we do see Minsk later on. So that must be Boo there. And his little gerbil friend. Oh God. It's like every time I say I kind of like this, you guys always like bring me back to earth.
You pull me back in.
Yeah. Keep my feet on the ground. these seasons in the sun. Wow. I can't believe that's Boo in Minsk. All right. I'll try to forget that. Is that a dead body on the stairs with a smoke grenade?
Right there.
Yeah, could be. Maybe. All right. So maybe it's kind of hard to tell. Like everything's lighting up behind him. So I don't know if the creatures did this. The negas. What's up, my nega? But if I were doing this piece, I would have one of them coming down, like slithering down those stairs. Like we know something's out there. And we're going to, pretty soon there's going to be a combat. So you automatically fill the piece with a little more tension than is there.
Maybe that's what that guy on the right is doing. He's like, they know someone's there and he's going out to look for him.
Yeah, possibly. But it's kind of a throwaway. Like it's like not highlighted, you know? I mean, I don't know. It just kind of gets lost in the shuffle there a little bit. It's a little muddled.
Robbie Mack thinks it's their lair.
Mm-hmm. And having said that, overall, I kind of like it. The general conception, the characters hiding, and these guys coming out to either find them or, you know, whatever, kill them. Just couple more tweaks. I think this is either the cover or the alternate cover. Now, this is embarrassing. I don't think I've been stingy with my praise. If I've told you I like something, I like it. This is really amateurish looking. Like this is like
the Seattle Mariners logo right in the middle.
Yeah, right in the middle there. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Is this made in Seattle?
Little inspiration there. This is like first or second year graphic design right here in college. This doesn't appeal to me at all. This is bad. This is bad. Do not like it. Don't like anything about it. Don't like the subject matter. These runes or symbols, they could be done in a lot better way. The color is atrocious. I mean, I know they're complementary colors, purple and yellow, but it's wrong. It's man. Wow, I don't like this. I really don't like that. Yeah, there you go. One of these hyper realistic pieces. I guess it's okay. If this is
love the purple outlines.
What's that?
Love the purple outlines. Eyes, hand, whatever's up his sleeve, the gem in the staff.
Mm-hmm.
Purple drank.
Purple drank. Yeah.
Says no one of consequence.
Do not like this one.
Is that like a Furby or something?
Yeah, there's your hamster.
Got him.
There's Minsk is the hamster Boo? Which one is which? Is Minsk the guy and Boo the hamster, or vice versa? Oh, look, guys, it's so ironic. It's a dragon, and he's dressed like, you know, he's in Pirates of the Caribbean or something. Horrible color choice again.
Ryan says the hamster is Boo.
Hamster's Boo. Okay, there you go. There's Boo. I don't know. I don't fucking like it. What do you think, Crazy Mouse?
Nope.
Do you like it?
I do not.
Yeah. Terrible color. Again, more of hitting you over the head with the bisexual lighting. They're getting all like crazy with the complimentary.
I also don't like the theme of like a dragon guy and
a hamster.
Well, yeah, but like dressed up like he's a human.
Yeah. That's never appealed to me. These dragonkin or dragonborn or whatever they call them nowadays. Nah. It's a dragon around palm trees. I don't know what's going on. Was that like a nuclear missile?
Yep, certainly
microphone. And I don't know what he's got there. Does it really matter?
How can she even carry it? Right? Is he handing it to her?
I think so. Yeah. What is going on? But just look at how muted. Like these are like they're in the name of your game, Dungeons and Dragons.
Looks like the old opening of the MGM in Las Vegas. Remember the Lion's Head?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Walking right through it, right?
Yeah.
They had to get rid of that because of the Asians. They thought it was bad.
They didn't like it. Yep.
Like if this were me, that dragon head, even if it's a good dragon, it would kind of be a little menacing, a tiny bit menacing, and like curved around down a little bit lower to her level. And I would pop that thing out.
Snake oil as the guy that has smog. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, she is just as strong, says Chris. Yeah. Yeah, to me, this is just it's a nothing piece. Hungar, re-up, and thank you, brother. Much appreciated. Yeah, this is a nothing piece. I mean, there's nothing, I guess, technically wrong with the dragon, although every time I say that, you guys start seeing things that I don't like. I don't like the wings there, man.
Snake oil chimed in. No, sir, I do not like it.
I do not like it. I guess I just don't like how that left wing is formed. They look like fingers. Like I don't
like those. Look like little claws or talons.
Yeah, which is okay, but just the way they're kind of droopy. They look like tits or fingers. Looks like little tits,
like udders.
Yeah, just drooping there.
I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
It's the Morning Glory milking farm all over again. Little dragon tits. Yeah, that wing is jacked. Yeah, I guess I should have looked at that before I said this was even though it's just okay. I don't like it.
Not feathers, not scales, udders. Says Nixit.
Yeah. I mean, the face, it looks like one of those lizards that, goes, and like the big things.
Oh, like a Komodo?
Yeah, or whatever they are. They can't get their dragons right. They have no unified like guidebook to give to their artists.
It's weird. They can't get dragons right, and it's Dungeons and Dragons. And yet, in the DC comic world, they can't make a good Superman movie except for Superman 2.
Yeah.
They keep rebooting it, and then like he's their signature star, but it's really Batman,
Yeah.
And the Joker. But like they keep redoing Superman, and the one that came out last summer was just god awful. So Dungeons and Dragons reminds me of Superman.
Yeah, just can't nail something that should be a slam dunk. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, and this does have that sort of cozy design. You're absolutely right there, JP. It's kind of what I was thinking, I guess, maybe, is just it's too cutesy. Like, oh, here you go, little girl. I'm going to give you like I don't know what it's like I don't even, now I'm starting to go into like something lewd here. Is that dragon giving her its vibrator?
That's what everyone says.
It's not like
the dragon butt plug, and dragon vibrator,
well,
dragon
that's what
dildo.
It does. It looks like one of those, I hate to say it, like one of those big vibrating, things with the fucking big head on it. Ooh, yeah. It's got dragon stank on it. I don't know what that is. And nobody could, like, seriously, gun to your head, people. You have to give the correct answer or you're going to die. What is that? It's like too big to be a piece of like architecture. It's like, what's it, like a rod? Like
a magic spell?
And like all jokes aside, yeah, I mean, the tough woman.
Or like a
carrying
like a time capsule?
Yeah. I honestly don't. It's like a pepper shaker, maybe.
Well, Patrick's up front. He's gonna die.
I'm gonna die. Okay, there you go. Yep. Go ahead and put Ryan's up there if you would. Yeah, Ryan for 2. Nonsense. This is clearly a pepper grinder. All right, and I promise, I was thinking that at the exact same time, Ryan. It does. It kind of does look like a big draconic like shaker of some kind with the holes on top. So yeah, so we're thinking along the same. But I honestly don't know, and it actually bothers me now. Yes, yeah, Joe. Yes, Scott's gonna fearlessly defend this. And you know what they'll tell you is, who cares? It's D&D. Why are you getting so worked up over it? Oh my God, you old boomer. Ugh. What is going on here? Wow. And here we go.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Looks like those rhythm gymnastics with that like during the Olympics.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. You can tell the artist, oh my God, Halle Berry was such an inspiration to me in X-Men, you know. I loved her as Rogue. I'm so sick of it.
Is everything on its side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe some kind of magic spell there.
Well,
I'm guessing. Maybe.
But like,
yeah, it's weird.
They're all pointing inward.
It's like Inception. It's like the movie Inception, maybe. I'm gonna defend the artist here and say that's some sort of on purpose, because it couldn't possibly be anything else other than that. Although, who knows? I just hate the choice of subject matter here for the probably fifth or sixth time, and I mean that sincerely. Now we're seeing the black female mage, usually with white hair, just kind of dominating, floating. It's so tiresome. It's so fucking tiresome. Antonio, is that 5? 5. Play something good, like my Blood and Steel VTT on Foundry. There you go, based on Monolith's new Conan game. Okay, there you go. Awesome, fun, and free forever. Released it on Monday. Support it, guys.
Yeah.
Blood and Steel VTT. There you go. Badger. We need a Banky Edwards drop from Chasing Amy where he says, "This is so fucking gay."
We are not putting any new drops in till we make some changes.
We got to make some room, or I either do that or I just upgrade Crazy Mouse's stream deck.
We are chasing. I'll get that one.
Yeah. That is a good one. Yeah, that is. In fact, it's weird. Funny you should say that. I was just watching a couple of scenes. I was watching the one where he draws the Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, the man-hating lesbian, and the cheerful, likes everybody lesbian. That was a good scene. Cal for 2. She be saying, I don't need no contraception. Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna be having this many kids. Because the government of Waterdeep gonna pay for me. Don't like it. This is okay, I guess. It's all right. I don't even know anymore. I don't even think I did a blow up on this one. I'm done. And we back to start. You think I'm done with you? Oh, I'm not done with you. Hold on one second here. We got to go back. This guy, Shannon Applecline, the D&D historian, at it again. Huh. Stolen from Escher. Oh yeah, the chick with all the architecture going every different way, says Amino Jacko. Yep. Yeah, like I said, that's a stylistic choice. I won't nitpick that. Stolen, yeah, but that's fine. I mean, there's not much new under the sun, but like I said, I resent the subject matter. The strong black woman just, kind of floating over everyone. Nope, I'm done. Done with it. I'm done. This is Shannon Applecline, D&D historian. This is a guy who keeps writing histories of D&D. Hates Gary Gygax secretly, not so secretly. Did these books, I think, a while ago. D&D Origins. There's more like this, and he's working on one now, I think, called, Designers and Dragons, The Lost Histories, which I'll be handing off to, Evil Hat in 2 or 3 months. This was, half a month ago. D&D historian, you mean revisionist? Yes, and I do mean that. Yeah, absolutely, Chris. This guy is such a bad actor. It really, so if you can pass the word, just don't buy this fucking. He's giving it to Evil Hat to print. That tells you everything you need to know there. Evil Hat is the most left gaming company, and they would say, we're very proud of that, by the way. Evil Hat is full of scumbags. It's run by scumbags, and you would have to be a scumbag to work at Evil Hat for more than 2 weeks.
Right when you start, you put your 2 weeks notice in.
Yep. Sorry. Not for me.
Not for me.
Talking about Target. I guess Target wants to kind of reestablish their upscale brand. I don't know why they said Tarz. I always thought it was Target, like French.
Yeah.
This is Tarze. I don't know. They always make things difficult for me, Crazy Mouse.
That's what they do.
I don't know why.
I felt like Robin Quivers right there.
Yes, that's what you got to do. Just nod your head like, But Shannon says, pretty weird to have a whole article about reinventing Target without talking about their attacks on DEI and LGBT. Oh, come on. Or their support of ICE. Are you fucking kidding me? Seems like if your stock was down 30%, you'd consider why you're not being boycotted on a national scale. Could be many reasons why the stock is down. He's not giving it up, though. He keeps posting these memes. Could our support for fascists be the reason for our stock dropping 30%? Here's your D&D historian here, Shannon Appelkline. Disgusting little fruit. Prison culture, he reposts. Fascism is here, and yet we insist on continuing to make things. Keep creating. It's so important. Don't let the fascists colonize your imagination or curtail your creativity. I want to learn how to colonize their imaginations. I guess you just do that by pointing at them and laughing. I guess that colonizes their imagination. So all you guys out there, be colonizers. This is about the Berkeley College, Cal Berkeley. It's one of 31 colleges to end partnerships with the PhD project amid pressure from the Trump administration. So the PhD project was probably just one of these scams that the Trump administration came in and said, okay, you got to stop associating with this. You can get all Chris's books at Target.
Yep, he mentioned that last week.
Target.
Walmart, Target.
We got to start supporting Target.
Barnes and Nobles.
Target's been planning on moving their headquarters out of Minnesota. Ooh, yeah, maybe they're just making a break for the center, as they say. Amino, thank you very much. Maybe they're just like, okay, we can't keep selling. We can't have family things in our store and then keep catering to people like Shannon Appelkline, just some weirdo, or all these troony lunatics that don't have families. So when they come in, they're not buying things for a spouse or for kids and a pet. They're buying things for like 2 cats, 3 cats at most. It takes a colonizer to recognize a colonizer. Yes, thank you very much, Patrick. Very witty indeed. So that, because Cal Berkeley is kind of like, well, all right, we got to give in on this one. And trust me, I'm sure Cal Berkeley didn't do it lightly. We know how liberal they are. I'm so disappointed by Berkeley every time I see news about them, because it's always about licking the boots of the fascists.
Is Cal Berkeley the main campus and the other ones are the branch campuses?
Yes, because Cal Berkeley, I think, is just Cal University, right?
Yeah, I thought so. And like UCLA is a branch.
Yeah, there's Cal.
Oh, there's a
Riverside. Yeah, there's
Cal Bakersfield. Cal
you always see them in the tournament. One of those Cal teams always makes it. Yeah,
they're the teams I watch really late at night.
Yeah, very late. Badger for 5. It's fascinating to hear revisionist writings describe the game and zeitgeist that I actually experienced. Yeah, they hate us because they ain't us. Yeah, we were there. We saw how everything unfolded. But this despicable little cretin. now has to paint everything in a bad light. He has to paint Gary in this sort of, less than sexist. Well, he was a man of his times, but that doesn't excuse. And as you can tell, he clearly thinks that you're a fucking fascist if you're, right of, what we used to consider just, like hardcore liberals just a little while ago. Another Oh yeah, he loves the U2 Resistance song, American Obituary. Poor Renee Good could never have imagined she'd be featured in multiple songs by major artists, multiple bad songs. I don't know. Is U2? I guess U2 is still a major artist, but man, they're a fucking joke. Bono is such a fucking joke. She never could have imagined she'd be killed in cold blood by her own government. Well, she shouldn't have tried to run over a government agent. She did it first. But he wants to let you know that even though he loves the U2 song, The Bosses is what really stokes his fires. Streets of Minneapolis. How fucking cringy, man. How cringy.
Chris is out. Have a good one, buddy.
Take care, Chris. Yep.
Oh, that Mad Scribe magazine is really, really good. Yeah. I love the house rules. I love it.
Yep.
But
he says the next one's going to be a real banger.
Oh, the next one's going to be the banger. All right.
Well, this was good too.
Yeah, this one's phenomenal. It's got a tough act to follow.
And by the way, OGG, who won the not Off-Grid Gamer, but the other OGG, I did send that out a couple days ago, so it's on its way. But as you know, it's got a couple of hurdles. So just be patient, and it will get there. T&B Bono is in the Epstein emails. Yeah, I thought I saw something about that T&B. I did think I saw something about that. Yeah, not surprising. James,
Pay
for
that
10.
man his money.
Mm-hmm. Pay him indeed. I saw a Korean woman at Walmart, and my first thought was, would completely pull a Genghis Khan. You're going to colonize the Korean woman, huh, James? Is that what we're talking about here? Or were you going to do something else?
Go make me a turkey pot pie.
Thank you very much, buddy. Here Shannon is talking about Ryan Dancy, where Ryan Dancy talked himself out of the job by basically saying, you know what, AI could make all the games we make and probably make them better. I will say not very smart, but I don't know. To me, Dancy's a mixed bag. I can't completely like him. I mean, he is, at the end of the day, he is just kind of a warmed over, like, lefty. But he's not completely gone like this Shannon Appelkline, obviously. Otherwise, he'd be in his good graces. So here is Shannon rewriting history. Sometimes you give Dancy the benefit of the doubt because OGL created an industry boom in the 2000s. But you have to remember, he did it for Machiavellian reasons and successfully killed any number of young RPG publishers. Late era capitalism is probably the theme that runs through his history. Well, for somebody who claims to be a historian for D&D, he doesn't quite remember the dire straits of D&D when Wizards of the Coast bought it. And by the way, they bought it, and all they bought was second edition, which was flailing pretty badly at the time. Like I said, we all have fond memories of like the campaign settings. It was great for the campaign settings. I'll get that in a moment. But the rules itself, it just wasn't catching on. It was, its lunch was being eaten by Vampire, and yet you think that Wizards of the Coast, buying a tarnished brand that they were trying to rehabilitate, I'm going to give WotC their flowers here, early WotC at least, you think it was their responsibility to watch out for other young RPG publishers when their flagship brand that they bought was maybe not quite in the gutter, but from a cultural point of view, it was dead or close to dead. So they breathed new life into it with third edition, and you can't deny that. And part of the reason that life was breathed into it is because people could make things for it. Killed any number of young RPG publishers. How many RPG publishers were created because of it? You wouldn't have like a Mongoose, or you wouldn't even have like a Mike Merles, who I think worked for, was it like a fiery dragon, I think? That's how he cut his teeth. This guy knows nothing about, he has no context for the history that he supposedly writes about. Saint Sumerian for $4.99. Badger is spot on. Cultural Marxists live and preach the gospel of envy. Oh, God, yeah. The worst of the sins, in my opinion. They brag about their fight against fascism, and they do nothing but embrace it. Yes, of course. YouTube ate one of my comments, and I'm not sure why. Didn't use any of the non-words. They love resistance songs, but they're also fans of the most oppressive ideology out there. Yeah. Well, I was easily able to suss that out. He who wants to know. Thank you very much, sir. Then I always thought the original 3E OGL was designed to create and then poach good designers from small companies. Maybe. To me, that's good business. Like I said, they don't owe anything to anybody. This thing where they had to look out for their competitors was like White Wolf looking out for TSR and then Wizards of the Coast. Of course they not. They were trying to eat their lunch. You know, that's called competition. That's also why you had the renaissance of D&D with 3rd edition. Whether you like it or not, it breathed new life into the brand. But blaming Ryan Dancy for probably the most successful part of it, come on now. And here's Shannon saying that films have to stay out of politics is one of the most fascist things I've ever heard. And that's saying a lot given the last year.
Fabulous.
God. But this guy here is actually saying the right thing. Movies can change the world, but not in a political way, says Wim Wenders. I agree. Like, stop with the overt politicization and just get back to storytelling. At least learn to hide your politics a lot better than you have been. And here's Shannon saying, oh no, you need to be indoctrinated 24/7 because Shannon Appelklein is a brainwashed retard. Fuck you. Oh, I love this. Reposted by Shannon. Chadwick Boseman and James Vanderbeek both died in their 40s of an illness that's treatable if a colonoscopy catches it, but almost no insurer covers them for people under 45. This is what Engels meant by social murder. You think Chad Boseman and James Vanderbeek couldn't afford to go off the books for a colonoscopy if they wanted to? What, they couldn't cough up $3,000? No royalties? I mean, Chad Boseman had Black Panther money.
And more.
Yeah, and a
Civil
lot more.
War, right.
Yeah, so these...
Plus, he was in other stuff besides Black Panther.
Yeah, before that, absolutely.
He was Jackie, wasn't he? Jackie Robinson?
I believe so, yeah. And obviously, both tragedies, obviously, but this happens in life. Like, generally speaking, you don't just willy-nilly get colonoscopies when you're 20, 30, 40. The reason is there is a risk to getting a colonoscopy. They can nick your colon and create a cavalcade of problems. That's why they say you have to play the percentages. Now, if you have a history of colon cancer in your family, they may say, hey, let's get this started in your 30s. That's fine. But if you have no history and you're relatively healthy, they're not going to order a colonoscopy when you're 25 because 99.9 times out of 100, they're not going to catch anything that early. There's just nothing there. And like I said, the risk is the risk is not worth, the reward. Patrick, shout out to RPG Pundit and Driving and Dragons for slogging through an ambush debate with the pro SR and historian Jeffro Johnson coming out of hiding for 5. I gotta say, Patrick, I had Jeffro on the show. I have no problem with Jeffro. I know the bro SR is still a touchy subject. I've just kind of washed my hands of the whole thing, and I just try to get along with everybody. I saw part of that. I saw it was on Thunder Moose's channel. So I don't know. My view is, because I'm sort of in that mix, I just kind of, like I said, throw my hands up and say, try to be nice to each other. But yeah, I did see that pundit was mad about that. Here's Shannon retweeting or reposting, because we're on Blue Sky, remember, Crystal Frazier, who is the troon over at Paizo. Some people ask me about today's news regarding Hasbro partnering with J.K. Rowling, concerned what it means for Universes Beyond, but I'm not authorized to speak on behalf of Hasbro or Wizards of the Coast. So maybe this Crystal Frazier went over to WotC. As a private citizen, I can say I'd part ways with WotC immediately if I saw it on a schedule. There you go. Another lunatic who wants to see harm come to J.K. Rowling. They all fantasize about... They have these weird fantasies about when Trump dies and like when J.K. Rowling dies. Like they're going to do all these victory dances. They're the most broken people in the entire world. Tanya DePass. God. I saw this. A guide to interacting with me at conventions and events. This is our girl, Tanya. She is the cultural consultant. We've talked about her before. I just thought this was amusing that this person thought they were so important. She needed to print a guidebook.
Well, bye.
Have one handy guide to interacting with me at conventions. Totally free. Overall, can be friendly. Very nice, Tanya. Guess you're a professional writer there. Remember, too, this is a kickstaller / perhaps, allegedly, by some, a kick scammer, as Into the Motherlands, her Afrocentric RPG Kickstarter, A Brighter, Blacker Future, is like 5 years past due now. And it's not. I got news for you. If you backed it, it's not going to get done. Overall, I can be friendly, but I do not like strangers touching me. Does this happen to you a lot? Especially my hair. If you try to pet my hair or touch my locks without express permission or invitation, it will not end well for you. So just don't. Especially if you like having fingers. Spoiler, 99.9% of you never get that invite, so don't do it. They create these fantasies where, people just come up and like stroke my hair. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's 2025, and the studio I was at shut down and our game was canceled. So I'm back to being freelance until I land somewhere else. Oh, poor Tanya. I have less patience than ever for gamers' opinions on the industry or my work. So just don't try and be witty about it with me. All the other caveats and updates below still apply. I don't think we need to get into all of it. I just thought this was amusing that this
it's just like the Predator.
Yeah.
I mean, other things like, Jabba the Hutt, people are saying, but those dreadlocks look like the Predator. I am.
Like, remember Donald Trump said about Hillary Clinton, such a nasty person. Like, she is such a nasty person, such a vile individual. Like,
She looks like she'd be a backseat driver.
A real snarky. This is someone, like,
can you go up this one-way street just for 2 blocks? It'll make things a lot quicker.
She lives with that privilege all day, every day. I'm a black woman. I can do whatever the F I want. Just like somebody, if you were like supposedly friends with her, like maybe you caught her at a good time and then like you'd always be on like eggshells around her. Is Tanya going to give me the look?
Is she going to invite me to stroke her hair tonight?
Mm-hmm. Like the old Someone you probably couldn't get rid fast enough.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
Do you understand that? She's such a pompous, nasty frog, says Tasmacon. Yes, thank you. Good pull on that drop there, Crazy Mouse. Way to earn your money for the night.
Mm-hmm. 2 snaps.
2 snaps. 2 snaps. Yeah, I really dislike Tanya DePass. Really dislike.
She looks overeducated and undersmart, says Antonio.
Yeah. Yep. Looks like she tell the slave master he's doing it wrong. Yes.
Excuse me, massa?
Yeah. You need to put him in the hot box for 2 days, not just 24 hours. Oh boy. Tell you what, let's just go into the lunacy. Maybe we might end a little early tonight. We'll go right into lunacy.
Bring it.
Oh, there we go.
And then the dragon just yawned.
Just yawned.
That's in my top 5.
All right, we will not be getting rid of that. Taylor Swift went fully makeup free and looks stunning. If by stunning you mean could stop a clock face, maybe. I mean, whoa.
Wait, I'm confused. Like, which one is the one without makeup? They look like the same picture.
Yeah, I don't know if... I think maybe one is just the story and one's just a blow up of the picture. Like, I don't think there's a...
Well, no, it's different pictures because her fingers are different. And she's smiling different.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Like,
did she just get out of the pool? I don't understand.
Yeah.
And she looks like her face looks chubbier than normal. And makeup wouldn't make your face look that much thinner, would it?
Now this is cosmopolitan, so I'm going to assume this isn't a rib.
Yeah,
like see, funny how like an AI rib of some sort. I mean, this has to be Taylor Swift without makeup, right?
Yeah. She is Jim Carrey's plastic surgeon, says Sergeant Rock.
I mean, that's stunning is one word.
Patrick says she's not stunning with makeup. She looks like, I don't dislike Taylor Swift. I don't like Taylor Swift. She looks like a V.
Yeah.
Not in this picture, but like when she's like normal.
Yeah, she doesn't quite look right, does she? Even with full makeup, there's a little bit of artificiality.
Yeah, like a V.
Yeah. Get that mouse.
Yep.
Yeah, that is rough. Man, do you think... I mean, I'm sure Travis Kelce has probably seen this. But man, maybe if he actually sees it sort of in black and white, so to speak, he's like, whoa. Maybe it's time to be the subject of another boyfriend breakup song.
They're engaged now.
I know. Well, fiance breakup. What is she like? Worth 800 million or something?
Oh,
billion,
maybe more. Her concert did really well.
It's just not worth it. Like it's not worth it. I'm sorry.
Right, which is discrimination.
All right, so I think this is at Smoothie King. I don't know if any of you guys heard about this.
Yeah, we're at Smoothie King, and they're discriminating and saying we cannot get service because Jake has a Trump service on.
Okay, well,
so
you said you were going to leave, so please just have a great day.
So it's a dude just wants to get a smoothie. He's got his MAGA hat on, whatever. It doesn't even look like a red MAGA hat. It's probably, but these fucking Shamiquas are hassling him.
So we can continue what we're doing.
we were just wanting a smoothie, and you literally looked at us, and I asked you if everything was okay. You said we don't feel comfortable serving you because of my husband's hoodie. Yes. That is discrimination.
Okay, well, have a great day.
That is.
I love when they pull that. Like, oh, we don't feel safe. Oh, well, let's make sure that these people that you feel unsafe with are here for an extra 25 minutes, rather than just giving them their fucking smoothie and being out the door in 3. Boy, it's shocking.
Illegal.
That's illegal.
I said Trump discriminates us.
That has nothing to do with us wanting a smoothie.
Okay,
Trump discriminate us. Trump discriminating us.
That's who you support. That's who you love. Though.
You don't. But you don't.
Yeah, here's those numbers on Taylor.
Oh God,
she got plenty of cash.
Go. Hey, people like her. She earns it. That's fine.
Yeah, Double D, great point. Just take your smoothie and get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't even have to look at him. Here you go. And then, you know what? If these people made a video saying, hey, these smoothie girls wouldn't even look me in the eye, honestly, they'd probably be the ones that look bad. They'd probably be like, well, what the fuck? It doesn't matter. Just take your smoothie and go. But instead, these fucking Shamiquas are just...
Own this. You don't own Smoothie King.
You're gonna no longer have your job.
Literally. Like, I'm confused.
Hey,
is this a joke?
Good luck maintaining your employment.
I don't care. Like, have a great day.
When your company is charged, yeah, you will.
So literally, Jake's wearing his hoodie. They would not serve us because Jake's wearing a Trump hoodie. Talking about discrimination. It is embarrassing.
That's embarrassing.
No, what's embarrassing is that we're American citizens and I wanted to get a smoothie.
Because my manager was here, she said the same thing to you. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying to you, okay?
But that's hey.
That's what I say. What I say? What's it
No,
say
you
with
know
you?
that's a crime, right?
It's not.
Discrimination
We
is a
have
crime.
the right to refuse service here, and that's what we
Not
did.
due to political views, though. Not due to.
All right. So first of all, if it were technically they do, that is sort of the whole gay cake thing. And hey, look. This is a learning lesson. Don't go to Smoothie King. But the problem is Smoothie King hired a bunch of, 80 IQ workers who don't realize they don't talk for Smoothie King. So they are freestyling, as they say.
I asked her what was wrong, and she said that she was on.
We can deny you service. You don't speak for Smoothie King. Now, if Smoothie King comes out with a policy and says, hey, no MAGA people. Well, that's fine. We'll just go elsewhere. At least you're upfront about it, I guess.
It's a crime. You asked the question, she answered. Have a great day.
You asked a question.
The door is right there. Have a great
How
day.
embarrassing.
Have a great day. Call the police. Okay?
Wow.
Discrimination.
Yeah, I am going to call the police.
Smoothie King, if y'all fire them girls, if y'all suspend them, y'all do anything but get them raises or leave them the fuck alone, y'all gonna be on strike next. A smoothie won't be bought the rest of the motherfucking year.
Oh, like that broad is buying smoothies. She's down in 2 liters like they're going out of sight.
I know.
And Mac, as Mac pointed out earlier, Smoothie King announces employees who refuse to serve Trump supporters have been fired because guess what? That is not Smoothie King's policy. Smoothie King learned a valuable lesson. Don't hire 80 IQ black chicks. Okay, and maybe next time they will kind of in a very roundabout way avoid doing that because they know the trouble that they will get when they do that. Because these people are not bright. And now Smoothie King, has a crisis, a PR crisis on their hands. And I'm sure, to be fair, they didn't want it and they did the right thing when they found out about it. So you can't really blame Smoothie King here other than having poor taste in
their hiring.
Yeah, they're hiring. So hopefully, lesson learned. You don't have to you don't have to boycott Smoothie King or anything. If I'm ever in the U.S., I'm going to go to Smoothie King, get my smoothie, and start doing the Trump dance to YMCA. Yeah, and you know what? If you're you're probably in a regular, like, normal area, they'll probably be like, cool. Maybe they'll just shrug their shoulders or whatever. That's fine. The fatigue gets worse every day. Well, strap in, Amino. Thank you very much. We got more where that came from. Oh, our friend, yeah. Good old Jasmine Crockett, running for the U.S. Senate, got wiped out in her own party's primary by James Tallarico. She's already making excuses.
Has already stated, we encourage each and every one of you to remain resilient. We cannot allow this type of behavior to be rewarded because so long as they know that they can win, even if it means cheating, then they will continue to do it. So I am asking you, I am begging you to make sure that you go ahead and figure out where it is that you are supposed to vote, stand in line, wait in line.
Has to make excuses for people who don't even know how to find out where you vote. Can't just go to a website or ask somebody. If you had any sympathy for Jasmine losing, this will take care of that.
Recently read this interesting article that I thought was so funny.
Yeah. Boy, what would be funny to you, Jasmine? What kind of thing would make you chuckle?
I don't know that I thought it was funny, but
you did.
It said that Caucasian Americans are dying at a higher rate than they are actually being born.
Yeah, that is true, I think.
So with what's happening with the lack of a growth rate in white America, but it's not the same for Black America or Hispanic America or Asian America. And if the trend continues to go this way, then we're going to be put in a situation where the majority will become the minority.
You got 300 years. Get your affairs in order.
Right. Right.
They are laughing about the day you become a minority. Gee, what do you think? You're going to get some fair treatment? Are you going to get blamed for something you had no part in? Not only that, your ancestors had no part in. My ancestors came here from Sweden in the late 1800s. No slave owners here. Oh, it's going to be some tough times.
Do you know what I'm noticing more and more these days?
What do you think?
Let me figure it out.
More and more
Thought
people
you were trying to lose weight.
Lay off me, I'm starving.
Happy to be transphobic. They seem almost proud to do it.
I am. I'm very happy to be transphobic. Out and proud. Absolutely. That means my head is on that. You know what that means these days? It just means my head's on a swivel. Because I don't know if you people have guns, knives, whatever. Because you're so violently mentally ill.
They seem to be getting bolder and braver in using transphobic language, transphobic rhetoric, and exhibiting transphobic behavior. That is until they get called transphobic, and then they hate it.
Try it on me. My ancestors on my father's side came from Sweden too. Oh, in the 1860s. Yeah, I think I actually was just visiting my mom's grave a couple weeks ago, and we have a family plot. It's actually the original family plot. They bought like a whole row, and yeah, it would be my great grandfather. He was born in 1874. So, sorry, Jasmine. Do you think Hispanics like you? You should probably meet some, says Moloch. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I can't see Hispanic dudes warming up to Jasmine Crockett now. Yeah, so this guy says if you get called transphobic, then you get like all. Do you still think it's like what 2015, dude?
And why is that? It's because they know that to be called transphobic is not a nice thing. They're essentially being told they're not being nice and they're not being kind, and they don't like that. So let's call them out as often as we see it. Make them see themselves in the way that we can see them.
Wear it like a badge of honor.
It's very simple.
Like a badge of
honor.
Don't honor you again.
Yes,
don't be transphobic. It's really simple.
Wear it in peace, or I'll honor you again.
Great
I'm
line.
so happy that I get to have 2 jobs while our country's run by killers and pedophiles that get to bomb other fucking countries, and I can't even afford fucking groceries!
Okay. All right.
I'm a leftist, and today MAGA paid for me to get a manicure.
Whoa. All right. Let's get we need one of those like truth meters for some of these stories.
Well, she's probably an OnlyFans girl.
Let's hear what she has to say. How did she get MAGA to pay for her nails?
A pedicure because I told them to. Stop arguing with these men for free. I am a leftist dominatrix, and my primary clientele base is MAGA men. So stop giving these men what they want. Stop arguing with them in the comment section. Stop going back and forth with them on Facebook, because they get off on it. They feed on it. It literally turns them on. And I just so happen to be somebody who has figured that out.
Whoa, she's special. So how does she know they're MAGA? Like, they show up to her OnlyFans feed with.
She's in the daily. She reads the Daily Worker.
So don't do it for free. If they want to argue with you, say come into my DMs with $25 or get blocked. And then I promise you they're going to come into your DMs asking you for degrading voice memos, pictures of your feet, pictures of your palms, your nails, and you can fucking wing the shit.
What are you fucking talking about? Paying $25 to go into somebody's DMs. If you weren't already in your, if they weren't already in your DMs, how would you set this transaction up?
Obviously, be careful. Be cautious.
It's like this person's a lunatic.
But stop entertaining these men for free. Use it to fund your leftist life, ladies. And to the MAGA men in my comments, my DMs are still open for you, piggy.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
Hi, guys.
A controvertible episode of Pigs in Space!
I just took my kid to school, and I had to follow a cop to school and drive real slow. And then an ICE agent, an SUV that was blacked out, and I think it was ICE, following me home. So,
oh boy.
She got ICE agents following her. Okay.
Watch out, people. They're out. Man, I can't believe it. I saw it with my own eyeballs. Love you. Have a great day.
She reminds me of, and I don't mean this disrespectfully. She reminds me of Gavin's sister. She talks just like her.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, a little inside baseball there, but I can see that. I can see that.
Your meds, drink your water, and love each other. Bye.
She got to work on the tail on those videos. She just did a lot of like.
I think we got a request. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
I'd put it up when you.
Nice, baby.
Yeah. Nice. You guys probably saw this. NYPD officers show up in Washington Square this past week and rewarded with a bunch of ice balls thrown at them. Doesn't it remind you of like the third Batman movie? Like just the whole picture, you know, these cops like going down the street
with Bane.
Yeah, like snowballs, like the cacophonous roar in the background. I mean, I do half expect Bane to just pop in there and be like, "Where are you going?
Do you feel like you're
get on your knees?"
So I'm throwing these ice balls at these police officers, and then they got physical with me. You know?
Yeah, that would be it. Well, and the thing was too, the mayor totally covered for the police. No, he didn't. Of course, he covered for the people whipping snowballs and said, "It was just a snowball fight." That's your new mayor of New York. Boy, that's gonna help the enlistment of the NYPD. But gee, you'd almost think that's part of the plan. Well, sorry guys, we couldn't get enough officers. Just behave, you know. Do what thou wilt. All right, so this is a white woman tearing off pictures. This is in San Francisco. These are pictures of an older Asian man called Grandpa Visha. Asian elder who was killed by another Asian. No, of course not. He was killed by a young black man in San Francisco. The pics are on the poles, you know, to kind of honor Visha and to raise awareness. And that awareness is never relax around blacks. So he's gonna confront this Karen.
It's so weird. Like when you think of a Karen, people automatically think of like John and Kate +8.
Yeah.
I picture her.
Yeah. Oh, nowadays, yeah, for sure. Like that might have been the Karen 1.0. This is like the mutated version. Yeah. See if you're like test your blood pressure from now until the end and see what you won't fantasize about doing to this woman.
Take down. You know why you're taking it down?
Pardon me?
Why are you taking those flyers down?
Because it's we don't know what it is, and it's
Who's
in our
we?
neighborhood.
Who's
It's our
we?
neighborhood. I don't know who it is.
So why, instead of looking it up, you're just going to take them down? I don't see you taking down any other flyers. That's why I'm so curious.
Yeah, because it's all over the place, and it's.
So maybe look into it if it's all over the place.
But it has no name or anything. Nothing. It has nothing.
You can
There's
look
no
it up right
name.
there. Yeah.
There's no name.
Got it. So it's not because you're racist.
Oh, no.
Got it.
Oh no! Oh no!
Of course not.
Because you know who that is, right? You know why that's there?
You know what? There's just too much graffiti everywhere.
That's graffiti now, huh? Signs that are politely taped to a pole that you can eventually remove.
It's graffiti to you?
Yeah. Oh, if I was that dude filming, probably just another Asian guy. You know, he's probably really fucking pissed, and he's got these fucking white liberal Karens, the worst people in the world, the worst.
It's fit check time. This is gonna trigger a lot of you. So this is just a friendly reminder that Buffy is not MAGA friendly. She does not want you on her page. This is gonna trigger you.
Who's Buffy?
Must be her. I think she's talking to herself about herself in the third person.
I honestly thought she meant Sarah Michelle Gellar.
I think it's about her. Yeah, I'm gonna assume the Buffy reference might be about 25 years too late. Too late.
And I don't give a fuck, because I've warned you. So you should scroll along, because I only want people with the same kind of humor that think that this shit is funny.
Wow.
If you're MAGA, you're not gonna think it's funny. And that's what I have to say about it. I don't give a fuck, because I'm here for a good time and to make fun of Donald. I've said that all along.
You could mirror your camera for one thing.
Waiting on the big, beautiful obituary. Again, if that offends you, I don't give a fuck. Stay off my page.
I love the cackle.
Yeah, cackle. Nothing like ending your video with literally cackling like a
I'm gonna
witch.
get you, my pretty.
Yeah, and your little dog too.
Amazon.
I put that on
Yep.
the end there.
No
Somebody
eyebrows.
clip that on
Yeah.
John. By the way, you can go to Shell Shock, sometimes David Santa Carla on X. Give them a follow. That's where I call a lot of these, I must say. Shell Shock has been particularly good with these lunatics. That's Shell Shock with 3 Ks. Get it?
When Trump finally goes to prison, it'll be his first complete sentence.
Oh, I get what you did there, sir.
Yeah. Very smug, very proud of himself or herself or whatever it is. And that's it. Okay. Stage diving. Proof that I think this is even a brother doing it. Even if you're a brother and you stage dive into a group of other brothers. It's getting torn apart. They got to go down and rescue him. Like literally trying to steal his wallet, anything that's not nailed down.
And yet he never stopped singing.
Reminds me of the movie The Bounty, when Captain Bligh was in the launch after the mutiny happened, and they landed unfortunately on an island of like savage like cannibals. He had to like throw his coat to like satisfy him, give him his hat just to get away. Same vibe.
Motivates them, so they can't have the successor to MAGA be the guy with the brown Hindu wife.
Joy Reid talking about J.D. Vance and his Indian
They're also
wife.
Christian nationalists. That ain't gonna work. That's why he's throwing his wife under the bus. Poor Usha, or she's in on it, right? And she's
playing
wicked too.
slap and tickle.
Is this one of these girls? Didn't you show up before and
Oh,
after?
Yeah. Jen Welch on the left. Horrible. These are like three of the worst. Well, I don't know too much about the one on the right. I'm just assuming she's bad. But like Jennifer Welch and Joy Reid are just awful human beings.
Well, with Erica Kirk's the weirdest
What is
shit I've ever
happening?
seen. Yeah, she's like in her Tammy Faye era.
Okay. Holding on the back of his head and rubbing on his head.
Some weird shit.
Baby.
Like these are like two legitimately, and I'll throw the third one in for no charge. But these are three of the dumbest women you'll ever find. Like these are fucking dumb, retarded lefty women.
Don't do that to Jason. I'm gonna start thinking something's going on. Why are you holding the back of his head?
Joy Reid gets shows constantly on TV, and she can't complete a normal sentence without sounding like a dumb hood rat. She's stroking the back of his head.
I'm like, you're not doing that right thing. You're supposed to be a widow. You in leather pants? That's not widow wear.
Could you imagine?
That person had a job on MSNBC for like over a decade.
Which one?
The black chick, Joy Reid.
Wouldn't it be the most perfect fairy tale, MAGA fairy tale?
Yeah.
If he finally sees the light that he needs a white queen instead of this brown Hindu. I mean, I'm not saying that's happening.
Right.
Or maybe that Usha's not even in on it. Maybe she's whatever.
The fantasy, you see like the fantasies, these people, they are so bereft of just like a soul or conscience. They have to spin these fantasies like, can't wait for the big beautiful obituary. Oh man, can't wait till Donald dies. Can't wait till J.K. Rowling dies. Can't wait till J.D. Vance gets divorced. What the fuck? People are fucking lunatics. Blonde hair, isn't that cultural? I think so, Lance Criminal. I think so.
But that's one entrant. Another entrant.
There isn't a total IQ of 70 between all of them, says Patrick. Yeah, all three of them. Yeah, I'll divide that. But you have to understand, like, Jennifer Welch and her partner, they're like 30 and 30, and Joy Reid is like 10. That's how fucking stupid. Like, Joy Reid is like Maxine Waters dumb.
Is frankly Donald Trump Jr. if he can, keep it together.
So who was right?
What was the question?
She's going to tell us.
Who was right when I said that they were pulling SNAP and food benefits because they wanted people for the military and for war?
How self-satisfied she sounds. Like, I thought this through. Mm-hmm. They denied SNAP benefits, so...
And who signs
Wait, you
up?
didn't press pause?
I did for a moment.
Oh, I was going to say.
There was a pregnant pause there, but not that long.
Okay.
For war. Who signs up for that? Poverty. People who are hungry.
So Donald Trump's grand plan is to starve poor, apparently stupid black people, or white people, I guess, to be fair, and have them join the military, get them trained up in about 2 weeks, and then send them off to go fight. That was the grand plan, huh? You're proud of this.
I mean, I can see a strategy before a strategy is ever even put down. I know what you're going to do before you even do it.
I mean, if it was satire, that would be kind of...
Can I give you $25 and slide into your DMs?
Please. Then send me a foot picture.
It is time for you to be pagan. Okay, we're done. It's time. It's inevitable. It has to happen, and it is the only thing that will save us. It is time for you to remember...
Are you wearing a muumuu?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
You are a thing made of dirt and fire and water and breath and meat and anger and love. You're a person, but you're also a creature. You're also
Is that a rhinoceros in the background? What is that? Oh, it's a cat.
Okay. You're also a spirit.
That was a
It's
rhino.
time for you to realize that your place is part of a massive ecosystem.
Say Christ is-
And is also a place that contains ecosystems. And everything that happens involves you. Okay? And so I need for you to step outside of any individualism, any capitalist, any I got mine so everybody else can go fuck themselves. It's time for you to realize that your connection to things like nature, the air that you breathe, the sun that shines on you, is no different than your connection to the people around you and the things that you love.
Amen.
They're so broken. Like, it's just so fucking broken. Like, this is every parent's nightmare, is to have like your son end up wearing a muumuu talking about being a pagan. Like, I don't care what you say. Even, I tell you what, even the ones who are like real liberal, you know, I'm an old school liberal. They'd have to look at that, and in a moment of pure candor, they'd probably be like, man, we fucked up.
Oh my God, you're making me so happy doing this. Keep tagging the White House. Hi, White House. Fuck you from Canada.
Short, succinct.
Right to the point.
To the point.
Air Force, fucking Supreme Court Justice, lawyer, do something, ho.
Apparently this person jumped in front of this person who's filming at the dollar store or something.
$3.79. I don't give a fuck. I see. Yeah, make me famous, bitch. I need all the fucking PR. Do it.
I need all the PR.
Fucking sick of white people acting like you run shit. You don't run shit.
Looks like we can push your buttons.
Fuck you.
Oh, she threw up the deuce.
I thought this was an interesting chart. Are you still proud to be an American? Yeah, for the most part. Sorry. The red line is obviously, those are Republicans nowadays still. Oh, you can, there it is at the top. I thought it was at the bottom. Independents in the middle. Even independents are like 53%, and Democrats are now 36%. Back in 2001, these were all like, 80% and higher.
After 9/11.
After 9, and look, even after, Dems were holding above 70%, which isn't great, but it's still, for them, it's probably great. Into the mid-teens, 20 teens. Now it's just, the party's just been hollowed out. It's completely
Donald
hollowed
Trump, you're one dumb stupid some damn body. You understand me? You so motherfucking stupid and motherfucking dumb.
Tell us, brother.
You a dumbass motherfucker. But all y'all motherfuckers who voted for Donald Trump, man, y'all motherfucking need to go to the war. Y'all finna take these little young brothers who old 18, 19, 20 years old, take my folk motherfucking houses to go get in the army for Donald Trump's stupid ass shit. Y'all voted for this motherfucking goddamn rubberneck motherfucker. Y'all did that motherfucking shit. What the fuck you doing over there bombing them damn people for? For the Epstein file?
I think what I should do is, I think I should drink some Hennessy.
Yeah.
And then make a TikTok.
Fire up the camera. Yeah. Let's go.
All that shit for you want to lock your motherfucking ass up? Send your motherfucking kids over there, Donald Trump. Let them go in that motherfucking war.
This is funny. We don't want to touch too much on the war. I know you guys are probably getting enough of that, but I did want to say this because this actually is kind of funny. All these Muslims, if you ever notice, whenever like they have actions against them, they're always like, so like, if you dare cross us, if you violate our sacred lands, we will, unleash the wrath of Allah upon you. So apparently this female presenter, I guess in Iran, was saying no bomb can reach us because Allah is going to protect us. Praise be to Allah. I'm just going to go here.
Well, I guess this is one way to shut her up.
He had an old school Houston Oilers hat.
He did. Nicely done, my man.
That's the mother.
All right, so listen up. This ain't gonna be pretty, but
Of 12-year-old Josiah Jones screaming at anyone who would listen after today's court hearing as her son faces charges as an adult in a case involving the rape of a 12-year-old girl.
I don't care if they get 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, 100 years. Guess what? I'm going to always feel like as a mother, as a woman, I'm going to always feel like it's not enough.
The girl's mother, speaking to Local 10 recently, saying she just wants justice for her daughter. According to police, the girl was leaving a friend's home when she encountered the boys near a community garden in Overtown. Investigators allege 13-year-old Nelson Nunez raped her, while 12-year-old Josiah Jones and Xavier Tyson, who was 14 at the time, restrained her. Police say Jones put rocks in her mouth to stop her from screaming. All 3 boys are being charged as adults.
Just future rocket scientists there. Now here's the boy. Now here's one of the boy's aunts.
I ain't justifying nothing. Let me tell you something. I ain't finna sit here.
So how Rock gets up, brother? So how Rock's getting her mouth?
Read y'all comment. I got on here to check her. If you gonna tell a story the right way. Don't get on here trying to make it seem like my nephew on a run and for none of that. Cause if he get direct file too, he already got a lawyer. But I know at the end of the day, your daughter ain't telling the truth. Your daughter only pressed the charges because you forcing her to press charges. Your daughter was never a virgin before she got touched.
How would you know that? How would you know that, Shamiqua? Czar James for $20. Give him some.
You know, as she likes to say, you know, lanterns are lit. So are the tits.
She's my cherry pie.
There's my boy. I always try to remind people that the African slave traders did not sell the prettiest or smartest slaves to the Europeans. Ouch. Evident.
This is a 12-year-old boy we're talking about.
So
what are we talking about? Practice?
We talk about practice here. Not worried about the 12-year-old girl. We're talking about the 12-year-old boy who put rocks in a girl's mouth and held her down while his friends raped her.
I'm gonna leave him in jail and put a life charge on a young man.
Let's not pretend he's not going to end up there anyway. I mean,
a young black man,
a future scientist.
Stemfield.
That was
Stemfield.
Visiting Miami. It was with the wrong 2 kids.
Marvin Jones's son Josiah is charged with battery and false imprisonment, charges related to the rape of a 12-year-old girl. A police report says the victim says his son Josiah held her down and put rocks in her mouth to stop her from screaming for help.
It's like such low IQ behavior too. Like, just
think about like
let's find a rock.
But also, I get the rape. Could they have gotten him on attempted murder?
Yeah.
I mean,
why not? Yeah.
What, you're shoving rocks down this girl's mouth. Like, what if she swallowed it or choked on it?
At the very least, like some sort of aggravated assault on top of it. That's, in case, you get a jury of like that woman who was taking down the signs in San Francisco. You know what they do too is they be like, because I'm getting the vibe, based on the mother of the victim kind of sounded like a sister, so I'm getting a sense this is surprise black on black crime.
Where do you find a jury of your peers for that? Like, can I find me 12 guys that raped a girl and shoved rocks in her mouth? We need a jury of our peers.
I mean, if I'm that victim, the 12-year-old girl and her mother, I'd be like, find me every MAGA person in the in this area. I want them on the jury. Now obviously they're probably not that smart, but if you find a jury of like black people, they're gonna think just like that guy's uncle or brother or whatever the fuck he was. You gonna destroy this poor kid's life.
Stemfield needs a future.
Yeah, he gonna be a professor. He gonna be teaching at the university. We can't have that. It's like, you get a black jury and they're going to be apt to be like, well, let's, it's okay. She was probably asking for it, because honestly, they look out for each other, and nobody has less regard for black women than black men in the black community. As much as they like to pretend that like the white men and the KKK are their problem, it's like the worst, the absolute worst enemy of black women is like other blacks. 12 fathers of daughters are the best jury you can find. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Shawnee. So it's like, if I was this woman and the 12-year-old, I'd be like, please let a bunch of guys in red MAGA hats show up, because pretty easy for us. Oh, they raped you. They put rocks in your mouth. Okay. Guilty, 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 with a recommendation for a maximum sentence. I don't even have to ask. That's what you would get from any MAGA person out there. But if it's, like that woman tearing down the signs in San Francisco, or a black jury, these kids are going to get off. These kids. Here's a lot, especially after that last one. This is going to make you smile. We'll end with this. Little kid and his dog. Look at this. Reminds me of the Opster.
Ah, Opie.
Yep. That's Crazy Mouse's dog. Look at that. Little sorbet for you there at the end. Like somebody said, somebody's got to tell that kid, your life just peaked. Like, you will never be that happy again, young man. Just you and your dog.
Double D, if you order your pizza right now, you could probably get it.
9:30,
Call them up.
I forgot to tell everybody. So I left early that last time. I think it was
a couple weeks ago.
That was a couple weeks ago. I called Pizza Hut, and this is weird. Kept ringing and ringing, and then somebody answered, and it was like, hello, this is Pizza Hut? I'm like, wait, this is the pizza, not up the road, but just, maybe a mile away. I know it. I mean, I don't know every employee there, but I'm like, this doesn't sound like the employee. This sounds like a pajit. And I think it was. They weren't answering their phone. So the phone went to a call center. Hello, this is Pizza Hut? And I'm like, can I still order? Yes, what do you want? And I'm like, okay. Give me a medium pizza, cheese, pepperoni. And like the time's ticking. It's like 10-2. And then they asked me like, so do you want to pay right now? And I'm like, they're asking me for like my credit card on the phone. I'm like, Pizza doesn't do this. And I'm like, nah, I'm just going to pay at the store. I'm just going to pay at the store. And then they checked. Oh, I'm sorry, they're no longer accepting orders. And I'm like, okay, well, bullet dodged. I could imagine trying to get my money back if I'd given him my credit card number. I mean, it was legit Pizza Hut. I didn't call by accident, just call some call center. It rang and rang and rang at Pizza Hut, but I knew they were still open. And then sure enough, they sourced it out to India. So that was a very disappointing night. So I think that was the night I was, and then I went to McDonald's. And they were doing stack cleaning at McDonald's. So I usually like to sit there and kind of maybe rewatch a little bit of the show, just kind of decompress after a good show, as tonight was too. I can't even go into McDonald's because of stack cleaning. So I had to get it to go. Thank you, Nixit. Thank all of you guys.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for the super chat. So much appreciated.
Yeah, it is. It is, guys. Like I said, we'll let you go a little early tonight. You guys, thanks again. Take care. We'll talk soon. I know I probably owe everybody a canned video. We'll see if we can't do that. I got a big Axis and Allies game this Saturday, though. So who knows? Maybe I might throw up like a short video or something like that, just kind of detailing that. So Hitler was right. Thanks, Double DR. You got it. You'll be happy to know I am not playing the Germans in Axis and Allies on Sunday. We random draw. I drew America, so we'll be playing the good old US of A. Zoltz and his buddy are the Axis. So, yep. Thank you guys for the stream. All righty. Any final benediction, Crazy
I
Mouse?
just want to say thank you to everybody. Yep. And, get well soon, Rogan. I mean,
he was sick.
We wish you're here. He is legit sick.
He actually called and said, I'm right in front of your house, Double D. He's like, and I could hear it in his voice. He's like, I'm not feeling well. I'm like, oh, no problem, Rogan. So he was not gold bricking at all. So guys, thanks a lot. Thank you so much for all the super chats and all that stuff. Thank you for supporting the channel. Love you all. Stay safe out there. And like I said, we'll talk soon. God bless you all. God bless the United States of America. Oh, we got one final one. I will put that one up. Amino Jacko. I play the Germans in Bolt Action. I'll be happy to know I have a German Bolt Action army. I have an SS army in
knock.
Bolt Action.
Who's there? We will ask the questions.
We will ask the questions. I also have a commie army. I have a Russian army and an American army and a British army. When I go into things, I don't go by half measures. So, yeah, thank you very much for that last super chat there. All right, guys, take care. I'll hit you with something on the way out. For Crazy Mouse, this is Double D. Peace.